Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. Two, three, 4, 5. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boy said he wants some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. He don't understand me, cause talk is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sarah, and Mia. And as I continue, it only getting sweeter. It's all good, let me jump in and send in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Jesus all I need, a little bit of me is all I need, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you, baby, oh man.
Almost verbatim.
Almost.
We got the hummed along with it.
I don't think I'm going too far by saying we should possibly think about doing this as a cover band.
Like William Hung did with that one song. We should tour the country maybe singing just that song. Mambo number 5.
That was just like mumble.
You know those a cappella groups are so good.
So good.
They always got that one guy that's like the most impressive beatboxer in history.
Or has that deep voice for the back. You know, I heard that the best a cappella bands, the reason they're so good is because when you from a trash can fire, from singing around trash can fires, there's a carcinogen in the trash can fire that when all people inhale at the same time, it makes you in sync more, like twins.
Where'd you hear that?
He's right.
That was on. I read that in Encyclopedia Britannica.
I watched it on Discovery.
Yes.
Is Britannica a name of a company, or is that just kind of...
No, I'd say it used to be a country.
Britannica.
That's where the dictionary was, the encyclopedia was created.
What's the date of Britannican, honey?
Brittany?
Yeah.
Remember that.
Brickney. It was Brickney.
The Brittany.
No, Brickney.
Oh, the T is the C?
It's a K.
Brickney.
Yeah, Brickney.
Oh. From the streets?
From Britannica.
Yeah.
From Britannica.
She was Britannicanese. Britannicanian.
Is there any different language barriers with the Britannicanian?
The Britannicanian?
Yeah.
No, they speak English.
Wow.
But it's like an island English, kind of like Jamaicanish.
By the way,
Yeah, man.
I got a real fun fact here for you guys. I found out because I was like, what's the difference between a theater and an amphitheater?
Wow.
I've done both.
Did you look this up? Because we've been wondering. Isn't that something we've been wondering about?
We have been wondering
Well,
that.
good news.
We were just talking about that.
Theater, ready? An amphitheater is that like you're in the round, but you're down lower. Because ampha is Greek for theater in the round.
Wow.
In the round.
The Greeks really did a lot with the language.
They did.
Same with the Latins. The Latins did a lot with the language.
Language of the love.
How's that work? They were just the first people to speak? Were the Latin people the first ones to speak?
Maybe they were like the first group of citizens that were past the indigenous, but not civilized yet.
Correct.
And the sounds started talking to each other and shit.
So the Latins were the first to speak to each other? Is that what we're saying? First language is Latin?
You know what? I'm going to say yes.
Diggs, you usually know this type of stuff.
I mean, the first language was sign.
Of course.
If we're being...
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the first oral language.
Oh, yeah, it was Latin. It was in what was that?
How come the Latins don't
3700
get, what
BC?
is Latin?
It's a mixture of Spanish and French and Portuguese.
How come those people don't get more credit for inventing languages?
Not to mention the guy who invented Pig Latin. Now, that guy's a fucking boss.
But it's
Unbelievable
also-
what that guy went through to create a new language.
Ukfe.
I can tell you why they don't get credit. Because it was so hard that it's dropped. Latin was so hard that it's now not around anymore.
Yeah, itch bay.
Catholicism also kind of shoehorned in, said it was their thing.
Yeah, what else is new?
Catholicism did what?
Big
yeah,
religion.
like a lot of like mass used, like a lot of pieces of mass used to be in Latin. Like when my dad was in like grade school and went to like Catholic grade school, like they had to learn Latin.
E pluribus unum.
Como se laude
Exactly.
Ampha.
means round. Theater,
In the round.
In the round.
Theater in the round.
That's what I just learned.
Yeah, he walks.
You want me to learn you a little something?
Please do.
Yes.
State and Liberty makes the best fitting, most comfortable dress shirt for those with an athletic build.
Dude, me and Diggs were just talking about this.
I think I walked in on you. It was you guys were in the stalls. I
Yeah.
came in the urinal.
Yep.
And it was we're 3 wide.
Yeah.
At that moment. Your stall doors were open. So if you're looking from the back, you could see all 3 of us.
Yeah, correct.
And don't forget, and it's an athletic view.
It's a very athletic view. And we were like, these shirts that we're currently wearing, these dress shirts that are normally terribly fitting and make you feel like real tight and awkward, like these dress shirts that we're wearing from State and Liberty, like everything just feels better when I'm wearing this. You know, like
Does
we're
that?
in the bathroom. We're like, this is a better bathroom trip because this shirt feels better.
It's almost like if Freedom could literally have a product, it would be this shirt. Like
Yeah.
that's how Freedom feels.
Yep. You look up in the Britannica Encyclopedia Dictionary and you see freedom. First, you see American Bald Eagle.
By the way, that's book 16, page 9, paragraph 4, 5, 6.
Yep. You see American Bald Eagle. Then you see America. And then you see these shirts because it's just like, holy shit. Can we live in here?
I mean, come on. Can we live? That's if you want to live, you should live in one of these shirts.
It's because you're free.
Yeah.
You can do a flaily arm guy if you want.
Wacky inflatable flaming arm tube guy.
Him. You could do that. You can move. You can because it's thicker in the chest. It's a little wider, so you get some mobility, but it's tailored down at the hips, so it doesn't fit you like a goof. Okay?
Yep.
You're not going to look like a goof, Diggs. You Italians, you guys dress well.
Thank you.
That's what is it? Good food, good culture,
Good killing.
organized crime,
And also nice cufflinks
and great dress shirts.
and the dress shirts with the cufflinks.
The Italians are known for looking good.
Yes.
And Diggs has been wearing the State and Liberty shirt every single day since the first time we read an ad read for him. How have you felt it?
Well, I have more than one. I haven't been wearing the same shirt every day, but they feel great.
Well, we didn't assume you would. We knew you
A
had
lot of people
nice.
would, though, Sean.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Listen, these shirts are just low maintenance, wrinkle free, and machine washable. You can be a complete dummy.
Sold.
Complete
Sold.
dummy. No, it takes care of itself. The dress shirts are $90, and since you do not need to dry clean them ever, they pay for themselves every time. They have a no questions asked return policy and offer free returns and exchanges. You have absolutely nothing to lose by trying them out. Go to www.stateandliberty.com, STATEANDLIBERTY.com, and type in code PAT at checkout to receive 10% off your first order. You're getting $9 off that thing. $81 shirt that'll pay for itself in dry cleaning fees in the future. Future you is saying thanks to present you for getting the best fitting, the best feeling, the best looking dress shirt from stateandliberty.com. Promo code PAT.
Not only does it bring you freedom, you also can be free of the dry cleaner.
Which is, you got robbed at your laundromat.
Yeah.
You got robbed.
Somebody took my Barstool hoodie out of the dryer.
Just right out of there. You don't have to deal with that ever.
That hoodie is hot in the streets.
Hot in the streets.
Oh,
You know what else is? Gary V's 002s.
Look at those things, bro.
Bang.
How was your Monday in those? This is your second Monday in them.
I was
Those are clean. Did you do a little washy?
no.
What'd you do? Hit him with a little magic eraser?
No. These are just carried for. You know what I mean? Like, no washy, but I likey very much. These shoes are very nice. K-Swiss had a run back in the day whenever I was in high school. I wear my K-Swiss. I wear my K-Swiss. Back to the mall. They used to bounce around at a bunch of different things. I think they're back with these shoes.
Those Gary V's get shit done, cuz kicks.
These are the 002s. The 001s were an option. I got sent a little request form by Gary himself. He said, congratulations. I think you are in the friends and family list that I want you to try out my shoes before everybody else. All I need is your address, things that you're into, where we met. And I filled out the whole registration form. And I got the 002s. They came with white laces, but I plugged in the black ones.
Smart.
Yeah, because he sent the black laces knowing that people might make that decision. Though. That's thinking ahead. That's the Gary V move.
One thing Gary V does not do is fucking take shortcuts.
No, never.
And he ain't going to start now with his new shoes.
He wears those earbuds that are Bluetooth, like the white ones.
The Apple ones.
Yeah, Steve Weatherford does that too. A lot of people are doing it. I'm trying to figure out whether or not that's the move or not. Sean, is that the move? Does The Rock do it? I guess that's the question.
That's the answer. That's not the question. That's the answer.
If The Rock does it, maybe I should do it. I don't know. It's Tuesday. God damn it, Thanksgiving's 2 days away. You're either going into your last day of bullshit work for the week or you've already taken off. We're going to send you into Thanksgiving feeling fantastic. We got a conversation today with comedian Nick Thune that you're going to laugh your ass off. You're like, hey, who's Nick Thune? He's in every Honda commercial you've ever seen. And I think he just got released from that contract, so he's allowed to go back to doing whatever comedy he wants, and he was fucking hysterical.
No, he's a beast.
We got a conversation with Dan Orlovsky, friend of the show. He's been on here before. He told a story about Peyton Manning last time, kicking him out of a meeting room. He's played on Thanksgiving a lot. He shares a couple stories about his Thanksgiving football memories, and they're terrible. You're going to want to listen strictly out of misery just for what that guy's been through being a Lions quarterback on Thanksgiving through a lot of rough years. I'm excited to watch Thanksgiving games as a fan this year. Mm-hmm. I'm very thankful for everybody in this room right now, at Tactical Diggs, at Sean Latham, at Evan Foxy, at Ty Schmidt. It's going to be a good Tuesday. Hit the music.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. He was a high school All-American, a college All-American. He was All-Pro in the NFL, but the thing that he's most proud of is during his show in Muncie, Indiana, he made a woman in the crowd laugh so hard, she shit her pants. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McAfee!
Hello. I thank you so much for spending time and listening. We will have 2 shows this week, today's and Thursdays. That means we will get a chance to spend Thanksgiving with you, and I have an entire Thanksgiving celebration ready to share with you. Before we get to that, today's show is going to be exciting. We're going to talk about all things topical, all things relevant. We're going to transition into a conversation with a comedian that you're going to love. Then we're going to do NFL talk. Then we're going to end it with Orlovsky. Then we're going to send you into your fucking Tuesday night. It's Thanksgiving week. You ain't got work tomorrow. You took Wednesday off. We know you did. Mm-hmm. You took Wednesday off. It was a good move. Maybe you wasted up your vacation days early and you didn't get a chance to take off Wednesday. Wednesday's going to suck anyway. So just go into work and just go ahead and half-ass it, right, Diggs?
Yeah, no one's doing anything on Wednesday at all.
Definitely rip a bowl before you go to work on Wednesday.
This is great to hear from my employees, by the way.
No, I actually tweeted out this morning that this is the first Thanksgiving week where I actually have to do work. I didn't think about this when I left office life for internet life. Internet doesn't sleep. Office sleeps.
The office cubicle life is a relentless one on a very regular basis. But holiday weeks, it turns off.
Honestly, you go in Monday and something comes up in your schedule, you just say, I'll get to that the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yes,
everything is pushed a week back.
Make sure Thanksgiving's your excuse for everything. Get around it.
I'm not sure I did any work.
Sean, you ever do an office job at Sean Latham?
No, sir. No,
Not once.
I was a telemarketer for 3 months.
How'd
for
that
an
go?
alarm company.
So,
Cold calling all day.
hello?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
You ready? Hello?
Hey, Mark, how's it going? Sean here with Phoenix Home Alarms. I spoke with you about a couple weeks ago.
Nah. I haven't been
Give me
out.
a call back.
Nah. What do you want to talk about?
Well, remember we had a talk because you had some problems. You were telling me because someone you had came in your back door but ran off, so you were feeling a little bit less safe.
Man, I wish somebody would have came in here. You got the wrong Mark.
No, this is Mark. This is Mark Jr., right?
Is there senior?
Oh, can I talk to Mark Jr.?
Who?
Mark Jr.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Mark Jr. Hello?
Hey, Mark Jr., what's going on? It's Sean here with Phoenix Alarms. I spoke to your dad last week. He said someone was possibly a break-in. He was just interested in the home security. I was just following up with his call. He was just interested because we're doing a deal right now. Free installation, $99, which is normally $99. But
What?
I was real big. I was just concerned with what happened.
You talked to my dad?
Yeah, there was a possible break-in last week, and we just want to kind of help extend a little free offer.
Is there any way you could talk that person back into breaking in and killing my father?
Well, I understand you have a big dog there, but I'll tell you right now, if I was somebody breaking in and I saw a big dog, I'd throw a steak down. You know what I mean, Mark Jr.?
That's what we're hoping they do.
Yeah, that way the dog takes off, goes eats a steak. I come on in there and get all your valuables.
How much is it again?
It's well, we're waiving the $99 installation fee for you guys. We're going to throw in an extra. We're actually going to throw in an extra sensor. It's only $29.99 a month.
Oh, where do you get that sensor from?
We have a company. This is what we deal with. We'll
What's your name again?
My name is Steve.
No, I thought you said it was something else earlier.
No, actually, well, you were on the phone earlier. I think I was talking to your Mark the Third.
Oh, your name's Steve?
Yeah, I'm Steve.
Okay, Steve, you need to go to that company where they have the sensors at. You need to walk in there. It's probably a big, wide, like a warehouse almost. I bet you there's a few workers in there. I want you to go up to the front desk and you want to thank that person for their hard work and energy for that alarm company. Then I want you to go to the back. I want you to thank all the workers. I want you to go down the third aisle that you can see. Turn left, walk down it, take a nice little peek-see at the bottom row. Go ahead and crawl into those crates and go fuck yourself. Have a great day.
Well, you say I would, but I get off at 4. And they close at 3.
Click. You didn't sell shit.
Every call is a sale made. Either they sell you on why they don't need it, or you sell them on why they do. Who's going to fucking win?
It's like Wolf of Wall Street style.
Boiler room.
Yikes. I should have known that. All right, let's get to it. What's going on in the world at Ty Schmidt?
So I don't know if you saw all the stuff with Trump, but essentially him and LeVar Ball are about to get into a fist fight.
I just don't understand. I don't get it. Like ESPN was pushing that guy, and now we got the president pushing that guy. The Ball family continues to be the male Kardashians. They fall into shit and come out golden. The kid was facing 5 to 10 years in jail time for robbery in China, gets out of it. Now his dad's going to war with the president. That's an incredible way to... I wonder if Kris Jenner's behind all this. I honestly wonder if Kris Jenner's pulling the strings. This seems like a fucking absolutely savage situation for the Ball family.
I'll tell you. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you think her and LeVar are together?
I don't know. I think somebody's pulling this. Maybe it's LeVar. Maybe LeVar is just this super genius. Every time I see him in public, I don't think it is. But this is incredible marketing by this Ball family.
He should get a podium. He should film this.
Okay.
Like he's his own country. And it should be sponsored by the Ball, whatever.
The country of Ball.
Yeah, Ball. The country of Ball.
The country of Ball.
What's their company? What's the name of their shit?
Big Baller brand.
The big baller brand country or whatever.
Yep.
And come out and that would fucking destroy.
Yeah, maybe they should be Big Baller Country. Call him BBC.
He's the president of Big Baller Country.
Yeah, BBC.
BBC. I think that might be taken.
Hi, my name's LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball, president of BBC. We come in hard, fast, and normally to white wives.
I mean, that would kill on the internet.
Big Baller Country. Oh, boy.
He's going on CNN, or he went on CNN last night.
Yeah.
Oh, my. What did he say? Anything awesome?
I think he's just he wants to be the biggest villain on the face of the earth.
Well, Trump's trying too, though. Like I think Trump is completely okay with the people that hate him hating him more and more and more and more, and the people who like him, they like him more and more and more. It just becomes one of those situations. But the Ball family you have to respect. They sold terrible shoes at a very high rate and sold a few pairs. I don't think they sold a lot. A lot of people bought them as jokes. I bought the Nurse Currys 3 pairs. You were there with me.
Yep.
First pair in Indianapolis I bought. The first pair of Nurse Currys, them fucking trash Curry shoes that Under Armour put out in public, like their first or second time. Now their shoes are nice.
But it has to be said that when you were in that store buying those shoes and you were doing fake jump shots, it looked really clean.
Yeah, it looked as if I could jump higher.
Yeah, and
shoot better.
The ball looked. You had a nice one flow motion. You were shooting threes better.
Squeaking on the floor with them.
Yeah.
I sounded like a fucking NBA commercial.
You should have seen this kid break loose and fucking catching and throwing balls in a triple threat position by the jerseys. There was an Under Armour mannequin there right behind me. I fucking hot sauced him. I threw it off of his forehead, his fake little forehead, and then went around him with the ball with the Nurse Currys. No holding. And one used to be the shit, bro. The professor. You know what? LeVar Ball should do this fake thing as a country, and then he should bring Marshawn Lynch on as his fucking Secretary of State in this fake one.
Marshawn stood for the Mexican national anthem because Mexico's government's solid. You know, that's
what they're known for.
That's one you should really get behind, right? If you're doing it because of the government and police and stuff like that, you're standing for the Mexican government and you're kneeling for the American government.
That's a nice little segue because Trump came out and said he wants Marshawn to be suspended
for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
for the entire season.
Yeah,
Isn't Trump and Jerry Jones boys?
No idea.
I'm pretty sure he's definitely their buddy.
Jerry and good old Chris Christie are boys, so I don't know what side of the spectrum he falls.
Oh yeah, how about Chris Christie up in them suites whenever he's with
Every
people?
game.
He's all over the place. That guy, and he gives no fucks.
That's a
about
real mob boss right there.
Chris Christie does not care. Chris Christie will do whatever the fuck Chris Christie wants to do.
Chris Christie's
Yikes.
basically Tony Soprano if he would have ran for
Yeah.
fucking office.
Remember when
Friends
he
with
shut
Jer-
down those beaches, but he went on
Yeah.
the beach.
Hanging
Yikes.
out like everybody could suck my dick.
When I moved, knowing that there's going to be photos. 2017, there's going to be photos of this. Fuck it. At some point, that conversation happened where they were like, Mr. Christie, we want to let you know that we think as the PR team that at some point these pictures are going to get on. It's going to look bad. Fuck it.
I don't care.
That's an actual word that had to happen.
Well, anybody that can lock up a fucking bridge in the world, one of the world's busiest cities, out of spite over some shit, and just keep construction to a one-lane fucking road for a million people a day.
Traffic is the fucking worst, by the way.
Imagine how hard they work
That's
so
like
fast in New
cruel
York
and unusual punishment,
and
too.
just to leave it out.
Oh, dude, traffic is the worst. Imagine being forced to just sit in traffic.
Especially in New York, everybody's honking.
By the
at
way,
you.
I bet you that happens a lot more than we think because where I live right now, they're just shutting down an entire intersection so they can add a lane. And this intersection is the only way in and the only way out of my area. So I'm like, excuse me, who's making these decisions? Because this is like a 6-year job. I'm either going to be moved or dead in 6 years. I'm going to live in this and never be able to get out of here. And they're just doing it at whatever they want. Shut down a whole intersection. So I live in like believe it or not, a hilly area of Indianapolis where it doesn't exist, but there's actual hills. And there's just one road. They all lead to this one intersection. It's Fall Creek. So
Street names are hard.
Fall Creek Road in Indianapolis is being completely like redone by Sunnyside, and they just shut down the entire intersection, and they did it at another intersection further on down the road like a year ago, and it just ruins everybody's lives. There's like 3 hours of traffic in Indiana out of nowhere, just like bing, bang, boom, your life's over. See you later. The people making those decisions, I feel like there should be a vote. I feel like there should be a Twitter vote. I think everybody has access to Twitter, not everybody. Let's assume that most people have access to Twitter, right? And the county should have to say, we are thinking about insert blank and do a Twitter poll. See what the answers come back. I bet you there won't be shit that gets done.
I think what they should do is double down on crew and cut the job in half. So instead of fucking lingering
Wow.
with these 12 dudes for 6 years,
Dude, that are just chilling.
drop 24, 30 dudes and get it down to 2-3 years.
I respect construction workers. It's a hard job, very
Yeah.
difficult job. You got to do a lot of shit that is not fun on a daily basis. I appreciate what you do, but that sign holder motherfucker, that's the easiest job on earth.
Those guys are making bank too. I think
Sign
they make
holders.
like $25 an hour.
Sign holders, they have so much. They're bouncers to the construction zone. Sign holders are the bouncers to the construction zone. If they don't like you, they can make you wait with their little earpiece. They can make you wait with that fucking speaker. Oh, only one car. Yeah, just fuck them. I try to wave. I try to be as nice as possible. I try to that's a bouncer. You want to grease that bouncer so that they remember your car the next day because they control a good 5 to 10 minutes excess time in your life if they want to.
And I found that those guys will ignore the fuck out of you in your car, but on motorcycle,
You got to talk to them.
they're like, they give you the fucking...
Yeah,
head nods
I have full conversations on a motorcycle with them. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We're just waiting. I'll turn the sign. All right.
Yeah, they respect motorcycle riders.
I think they do.
At least for Harleys. I don't know if they do that for fucking...
No, they just let you through because they don't want to talk to you.
Yes, that's definitely it. They're always listening to some music too. I always see them. I wonder what they're listening to. Is it a podcast? Is it us?
It's us.
It probably is.
Are we in a sign holder's head right now?
Yep.
Hey, cuss, I want you to go ahead and turn that thing right back over to slow. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now to stop. Just right now, just turn that thing right to stop. You're just going to hear, fuck you! People get mad at the sign guy. I have seen nasty looks and things said to sign guys from people I've been in cars with. I'm like, bro, not that serious. Like, it's not sign guy's fault. And they're like, yeah, it's his fucking job to let me go or not. I'm like, I think you're giving them way too much power. I don't think they have that sort of power.
Yeah, plus you don't know what's going on 50 to 500
Correct.
feet down the road. It could be a dump truck in the middle of the fucking
I
street.
hate the fucking random lane closures, though, out of nowhere, where people aren't working for like 4 miles, but they have the lane closed. Indianapolis does that a lot. They love that move. Like, hey, this lane right here might get worked on in the next 6 months or so. Let's shut her down. Let's shut her down. Leave cars on the side of the road all over the place, though. Bumpers, tires, sides of the roads here in Indiana. You can just pick up and make an entire new car.
You don't have to get your car inspected. So there's just car parts everywhere.
Everywhere.
I was driving to the airport yesterday, drop off the rental car, and I saw 5 mufflers on the fucking freeway. It's like,
True
what are
story.
all these mufflers? Why there's so many mufflers?
What happened to the cars that said mufflers came from? Are we not worried about the cars?
What do cleanup crews have against mufflers?
There's just cars sitting there in Indiana, though. You're on like a regular ass highway, like an actual highway, and there's just a car sitting right on the side of the road, like just for weeks, just sitting there. Somebody will move it. I'm sure that thing will get back to its original form. What else is going on in the world, Ty?
Charles Manson, dead at age 83.
Hey, what a fucking lunatic. Real life.
What a life that guy lived.
What a run.
Dude.
What a criminal run.
Just a terrible human. Did bad things. Knew he was doing terrible things. Turned it into a complete performance. Even from behind jail, remained relevant somehow. And then he just dies. People who don't, there's a lot of people tweeting that they were mad about people tweeting rest in peace to Charles Manson. I didn't see anybody tweeting rest in peace to Charles Manson. I didn't see anybody, but that's an aggressive move. You're talking about one of the worst humans to ever live.
Yeah.
That guy is legit bad guy, right? I mean,
why does he get to live to fucking 83 and then we lose Tom Petty this year?
yeah.
It's like switch these fucks off.
Hey,
The good die young.
and I'm fucking great. I'm gonna die young.
You're welcome for that.
82, that guy lived terribly, did all things horribly karma-wise.
He ate good. That's probably why he lived so long.
Oh, yikes. That fucking guy. He did eat good, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know what? You can eat good, too, for a very cheap price. Are you struggling to find the perfect gift for someone who has it all? The holidays are fastly approaching. Order gifts for everyone on your list with the click of a mouse. Get the perfect gift and avoid the malls, lines, and crowds. Let me tell you about Omaha Steaks and how for only $49.99. This is the biggest deal of the century. And people say that about a lot of things. Everything's breaking news. Everything's lit. Everything's hilarious. This is an actual lit, gigantic, super special deal that I don't think is happening in the future much. I don't see this happening ever again because this is too much meat for too little of a price from Omaha Steaks. I don't know business. I didn't go to no business school, but it's almost like they're paying you to eat. Almost this incredible meat for $49.99. Do you hear me? For $49.99, you get 2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 4 kielbasa sausages, 4 burgers, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets, 1 Omaha steak seasoning packet, plus
What?
an additional 4 kielbasa sausages for free.
That's 19 pieces of meat.
2 fillets, 2 sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 8 kielbasa sausages,
Maybe 18.
4 burgers, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets, and a Omaha steak seasoning packet.
That was beautiful.
We
man.
need like 8 more of those seasoning packets
They're
in that.
so
Only one is not going to cut it.
No, it does. It's a big packet.
Yeah, it's a
big
good packet.
Evan.
Okay,
It's a
just making
perfect
sure.
size
I want
packet.
to make sure all
Don't
my
just
meats.
attack Omaha Steaks.
Listen,
from our
don't come
season.
after Omaha Steaks with their seasoning.
It's a big packet.
It's a big seasoning package, and their meat is so good in your mouth.
You see how these fucking guys are?
They don't even-
give us like 25
And he
pieces
complains
of
about
meat.
the fucking
And
seasoning.
one
I just
seasoning.
want my meat seasoned.
Yeah, this meat that's going to be in your mouth is so good that it doesn't need a massive amount of seasoning. For $49.99. $49.99. 2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 8 kielbasa sausages, 4 burgers, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets, 1 big-ass Omaha steak seasoning packet. Go to omahasteaks.com, enter my code PAT in the search bar and get 75% savings. It's the gift guaranteed to be a hit. So much meat, the people will save it for years.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable out of Omaha Steaks.
You could literally have a meal a day almost for a month. 3 strong weeks, one day double down on sausage.
Not just a meal, a great meal.
That's 22 pieces of meat.
You get fucking Foxy $10,000 in a brown paper bag, he's gonna complain about the bag. That's
Yeah.
what I just learned.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, this is the only bag you can hand me. $10,000 in crispy $100 bills in for no reason.
I would expect at least a
Guys.
plastic bag.
Guys,
What?
that's a lot of meat, and I want to make sure it's all seasoned. 1 pack.
It's a big pack.
It's a pack. You can get more. This is just what's coming for $49.99, which is the price of just one of those pieces of meats at any restaurant,
Yup.
basically.
Yup.
So much meat.
I dare you to go to a steakhouse, get 2 steaks.
8 kielbasi sausages.
Just get 2 steaks. Minimum you're going to do is you're paying $20 minimum.
OmahaSteaks.com. Type Pat in the search code. What a fucking
Again,
deal.
the move here is to double down on this special.
Double down.
Double, maybe
Going-
triple now that
Yeah.
I'm even thinking about it again. 8 kielbasi sausages. You know how many good,
You guys want to split this for our new place? Good deal.
wow.
Not
I'm
a
in.
bad idea.
You guys are doing that?
That's $10 a person.
Yeah, it's 5 of us. Let's go. Let's get 3.
2 filet mignons. Right there at a restaurant, you're already pounding through 3 figures. $100 at least.
You're going to get a glass of wine.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're gonna get the lobster mac.
You're going to get a side of potatoes all gratin.
Oh, you know what? You want the potatoes all gratin?
Omaha gives you 4.
4 of them. Maybe you want a little caramel apple tartlet there. You got a little sweet tooth?
Yep.
Your taste buds are like, hey, give me something sweet.
You left a little bit of room for dessert.
Hey, cuzzo, maybe something to maybe lighten the palate a little bit. You're like, I got you. Formal apple tartlets. 4 of them.
4.
4 caramel apple tartlets.
I'm gonna cut it in half because I'm kind of full. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of room.
Oh, what did that just become? 8 caramel apple?
8
Wow.
caramel applets,
16 when you order 2.
Wow.
son.
Go get this dude.
This is the best $100 in food history.
What else is going on in the world?
So Dale Jr. raced for the final time yesterday. Kind of a watershed moment. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, that Dale Jr., whenever he got behind that race car, we all knew that he was the intimidator coming second coming. It was a respawn of number 3 Dale Earnhardt way back in the day there. And every time I seen that Junior JR just fly by in that 88 car, my dick got hard a little bit. Not only from the sound, but maybe the Mountain Dew that was getting sold inside of it. I thought Dale Jr. was an excellent representative of a sport that was founded upon racing moonshine vehicles around the woods down in the South. And I think that's what really drives me to it. And I think Dale Earnhardt Jr. also owns a bar in Charlotte that I have frequented a few times in my life. Once, whenever I was playing in the Meineke Car Care Bowl my senior year down in North Carolina, we stayed in a hotel that was very connected to it. And we walked over there and I think it was called Whiskey Business. Is that what it was called, Evan? I don't know if that's the name.
I don't know.
Boy,
It's a hell of a play on words.
things got pretty wild in there.
You know who his sponsor was before Old Mountain Dew?
Who's that?
Bud Heavy.
The diesel. You know, he drank the diesel. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with listening to a NASCAR car go on by.
Those kind of
What was that?
sounded kind of indie.
That is IndyCar, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're a little bit deeper.
Yeah, they're much deeper.
I like Dale Earnhardt Jr., though. I think he was a really good guy. I think he was like NASCAR royalty because of the old man, as he should have been, but I feel like he handled it well. I heard he liked to party.
Couldn't win a ship.
Just couldn't do it. He won a few times, though, didn't he? He won in Daytona.
Yeah, couldn't win the big one though.
I don't know much about NASCAR. I mean,
Isn't Daytona the big one?
I meant like the entire championship.
Daytona is the big one.
Yes, I know that.
Didn't Jimmy Johnson win that like 10 years in a row?
No,
Like
Jeez, I don't
title
know.
belt or
what
something?
a name that is.
6,
though.
I think.
Jimmy Johnson. What a name.
What a name.
Yeah, but Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I know.
Think about that name. In the name game, like Jimmy Johnson is high up there.
Yeah.
Practical Dicks, also a name that's very high up there.
Some fucko started that page.
I know.
It's now new. It's domestic digs now.
Oh, because you're, how come?
Because I have a lady.
He does. Big Thanksgiving for old Diggs coming up, by the way. Big Thanksgiving. Meeting the in-laws.
Driving to the in-laws.
Oh.
Good luck.
Wow.
Hey, do you mind if I watch your girlfriend's roommate for you? I will babysit her.
Yikes.
I'm just saying, like, I'll babysit her.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, you are. You're a great guy.
I'll have some side dishes at the house.
Oh, speaking of side dishes,
$20 chef.
tomorrow night, $20 Chef comes out with a side dish that will make you the hero of your Thanksgiving party.
We're going hero status this week.
Because not everybody's going to cook a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you got to show up at a Friendsgiving, maybe a family Thanksgiving, and you're supposed to bring a side. Everywhere you go, you're supposed to bring a side. I didn't know this for like the first couple years of my existence of showing up at things. Look like a real jackass. Then I started showing up with like half-drink bottles of wine. Like, oh, start in a car, you know. Just like trying, like just scavenging things from my house, just showing up with it. But the fucking stuffing, sausage, casserole thing that you made is one of the best tasting things I've ever. There was an apple in there, Diggs.
Yeah.
It was incredible. It was a very good meal. I'm very impressed by it. And you're going to get some guy's dick sucked after a family Thanksgiving.
My only goal is that somebody who makes my meal has sex on their family's property
Yeah, that's a big
with their
moment.
lady, because it's a fucking gamble. But
The
you know what?
downstairs couch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very aggressive.
Or
There's
maybe they're
no
old-
walls in there.
Maybe their old clubhouse.
Oh, out in the woods.
good move.
Yeah. Treehouse out back.
Wow, shed.
Hey,
maybe.
Mom, I'm going to show Cindy my old treehouse.
Yep.
I'll be back in 50 to 75 minutes.
Jesus.
Wow. See, it's aggressive. She's stud. Look at him. That was a self compliment in there, wasn't it?
I don't know. Is that a compliment? I don't know, buddy.
I just
What's
thought
that
it was a
sex
funny
for that
number.
long?
I don't know how people brag about lasting forever, by the way. Like, I get it. I get what you're trying to say. But you should definitely do work. But boy, there comes a time where it's like, this is good for both.
Just over.
Hey, this has been good for
Just
both of us, right?
overkill.
I think this is time. I think it's time.
I think that you have to break it down. Like, you have to know when it's okay to be selfish and when it's an in and out sitch and when you got to fucking put in the OT.
I'll tell you what, when you live with the person, you can't be selfish. I'll tell you why. Because, boy, there's a smart-ass comment coming at all times if that happens. Just know that. It's coming.
That's why I like to always try to pretend. I don't pretend. I really enjoy quickies, but, like make it an event. Like the quickie is the event.
Yeah.
You're a single fella,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. You're a single man.
Yes, sir.
You're a $20 chef.
I'm a $20 chef with a 38-year-old body.
Meh. You'll hear that from Dan Orlovsky later.
With a meh body.
Meh, buddy.
Nah.
Yeah, that was a great Dan Orlovsky. You're gonna love that interview later. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. But are you utilizing sex apps?
I do not.
You don't use Tinder, Bumble,
No.
Plenty of Fish, Craigslist.
I mean, I've been on Plenty of Fish before.
How'd that go? A lot of fish out there, boy. Some of them are mammals too.
Not the most quality clientele.
Oh, wait.
Fish.
Waterloo, Iowa has Plenty of Fish, guys.
Oh yeah.
I bet you
everywhere
out here in
has-
the Midwest that Farmers Only is fucking banging.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. What a fucking jingle. They got a jingle, though. They did it. Dilly Dilly. And farmersonly.com got a real jingle, I think.
Yeah.
So
No, I
you-
don't use the apps. I go old school only, bro. I meet people through people. I meet people out in the wild, and that's it.
I love that.
If it works out, it works out. I'm gonna ask you out. If you don't want to go, then that's all good. I'm not one of these Harry Weinstein dudes. When I start jacking off, I'm not gonna Louis C.K.
Well,
nobody.
why are they doing that?
I'm okay with a girl not wanting to see my dick. I don't want to see every girl's vagina. Like, if you don't want to see my penis, that's understandable. We all like what we like.
Yes.
We're going to keep it moving because there's somebody out there that wants to see it.
By the way, very incredible that in 2017 you have to say that sentence you just said.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that not everybody wants to see my dick because there's some dudes in our society that don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very clear now.
Yeah. A lot of guys just making very terrible decisions on a very regular basis.
This whole internet thing's really fucking a lot of people's lives up.
Whoa, cuz, hey,
Like-
what you have done in the dark will come to the light.
Like, you know how many grandmas were dirty little sluts in the 60s and 70s?
So many. All of them.
And
pretty
then
much.
they gave their kids off to like their sisters or their brothers or somebody, and then they became the aunt.
Oh,
And then like they just have all these old lies, but now with Ancestry.com, they can blow those fucking
I'm 1% Italian, by the way.
That's all it takes.
Congratulations.
I'm not happy, Dix. not happy.
It
about
happens,
it.
man.
Like, I think that Ancestry.com thing is a big hustle, by the way.
Oh,
You think so?
they don't have a fucking
They
clue.
circled half the globe for me and said 30%. What? 30% from here, and it was just all of Europe. I'm like, I'm Caucasian. Yeah, that makes sense that I come from.
We all come from
What do you have to send in?
We all come from a rib.
I don't think the rib is marriage. I don't think that's. We all came from a tree, I think.
Are you talking about Adam
A
and Eve?
snake?
The snake bit the apple of
So
temptation.
we an apple? Or?
I just don't think you're getting it right. I just don't. I mean, I was all in there. Just not sure you had it. I know there's a part of the Bible in there that says something along those lines, but
About baby back ribs? I did not know that.
I want my.
Baby, I want my baby back, baby back.
What a fucking jingle that was too. Chili's baby back ribs.
Barbecue sauce.
Everybody knew it,
They
man.
changed it. They changed it.
Why?
It's not all about the ribs anymore. It's all about their entire menu.
Get the fuck out. That's Hot Eats, Cool Treats. We treat you right. Dairy Queen. They were like
They fucking do.
Hot Eats or
Cool,
Cool
treats.
Treats.
They do it right. I'm saying they treat you.
Bro, the Blizzard? Are you kidding me?
Blizzard's undefeated.
McFlurry tried.
Get yourself a chicken flamethrower.
Who?
Huh? It's part of the Hot Eats menu.
Never been there.
DQ's like food menu is overlooked.
Chicken
big time.
flamethrower.
What? You're talking it's underrated?
Yeah,
Highly.
overlooked big time.
Because the Blizzard's so good.
Yeah.
So that's what Chili's about with the baby back ribs.
Yeah,
they don't want to be
exactly.
just they don't want to be just a Blizzard store.
They make a damn good cheeseburger.
They do because it's flame broiled.
That's right.
I thought as long as you get people there, whatever it takes to get them there, they're not going to all just get one thing. Like, look around the menu.
Have you ever had a Blizzard? I think everybody would just order just a Blizzard.
The move is to go late night, like after you've had dinner at your house. You're like, hey, you guys want to run a Dairy Queen for a Blizzard? Fuck yeah, I'm in.
Little DQ run.
Always, by the way, 2017, everybody's against people being fat. You must order extra Oreo in your Blizzards. You'll thank me. It's like 32 cents, but it's how you want it. It has actual Oreo in it. Everybody's scared of everybody being fat restrictions on how many Oreos can be in a Blizzard. What's that, Foxy? You have something to say, Foxy?
No, I'm a Butterfinger guy.
I'm a cookie dough guy.
Wow. Really? I didn't know more people. I thought Oreo Blizzard was the only thing that was
No,
ordered.
get yourself some cookie dough brownie in your life.
Cookie dough, I think, is the way to go.
What?
I'm going Oreo 100%.
1,000,000%.
Every day.
The texture of the Oreo is just such a little gift in there. Whenever you take a little scoopski of that vanilla ice cream and then you crunch through there an Oreo,
Bite of that cookie.
and every once in a while, an entire circle of an Oreo survives somehow. I don't know how he survives because they get hammered and beat up and chumped, and sometimes you'll get an entire circle in there, and you're like, bro, you're a survivor. That's the one semen that makes it to the egg. That Oreo right there.
You remember Ellie's?
Oh my God.
Sweetest ice cream place by our house.
Soft serve.
And they would make a Blizzard type thing. But on top of the mixture being inside the ice cream, they would put a mountain of that ingredient
Bro,
on top.
I completely forgot. And it was in this big ass cup. It was like a big ass cup of Blizzard, and you would just get a mountain of Oreos on top. It would be mixed in and on top.
Delicious.
It went out of business. I don't know how. It was so good.
So good.
Then the country store was right across the street. Okay, you go get a sandwich over there, and you can even get chewing tobacco, not chewing tobacco, beef jerky chew.
Wild
yeah.
Bill's.
Wild Bill's country store.
So good.
Those were the days.
Life was much simpler then.
Much simpler, man. I'm gonna go get an Oreo. What did they call it? A hurricane or something?
Fuck.
It was some sort of storm. It was a storm there. It was a storm. They weren't making any money. It was a big storm. But it was an Oreo hurricane thing, and then some beef jerky chew across the street.
Cyclone. It was a cyclone.
Cyclone. There it is. It was a storm. Good call. Yeah, that was a good pull. out of
Some
that.
weather system.
It was so good. Those small town ice cream places
Delish.
are like the local ice cream place is some of my favorite places to go. They're so good. I feel like they really care too. There's this place up in Pendleton where Corey Cox is from. I go and I thought they really cared. And then there was brownies there and they told me they were out. And I said, I see the brownies. And they said, yeah, but they're reserved for somebody else. I said, wow, I thought this was a small town. So I just left.
That's not the kind of small town business I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you that right now. That's not what I'm used to when it comes to small town businesses.
There was a lot. I love small towns, man. I love diners. I love those small town businesses. They're just they feel so good. It feels like you're walking into your living room. And they're just so nice. They want to talk to you. There was this diner in Nashville, Indiana I went to that was just like, there's pictures of old Bob Knight in there, like signed on it. This place has been around.
I love old diners.
Made me eat their pie. It was like
That's when you know it's a real
2
diner.
o'clock in the afternoon.
Honey, you have to try this pie.
You have to try the pie. Try the pie. Try the pie. You're not leaving before you try the pie. I'm like, I don't even like this type of pie. You're going to like our sugar cream.
How was it?
This is a sugar cream pie. You're going to like it.
Sugar cream pie.
It was awesome.
That's everyone's grandma at Thanksgiving, so just get ready for
Oh,
it.
yeah. You're being forced to eat on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Squanto didn't teach Cuzzo how to grow corn for you not to eat. That's what they think. Squanto, Cuzzo.
Cuzzo is actually an Indian in the Sioux tribe.
Chief Cuzzo.
Oh, Cuzzo. He was the coolest of them all.
Cuzzo was a pretty powerful guy.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't like he didn't rule by force. He just ruled by
Just being a cool fucking
being
dude.
a cool guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Chief Cuzzo.
His whole style of ruling was to never give slack in the chain. Okay, he was a classic no slack in the chain guy. So when he pulled tight, if you pulled back tighter, he was gonna let you get that, but no slack.
No.
And then if he was pulling hard, you had to hold on because it's a no slack kind of mentality, and it's almost a lost art in leadership.
Do as I say, not as I do, he said. All the time, Chief Cuzzo said that.
Chief Cuzzo.
It's a good segue. I talked to Nick Thune last week. It's hilarious. You're going to enjoy it. Here's a conversation with a comedian who got a deal with Honda, and now he's back on the map with like 45 different shows about to pop off. Very hilarious. You're going to enjoy it. Nick Thune. So you and I met at the Bob and Tom show.
God, yeah. Where was that? I think I was playing in like Bloomington, maybe when.
Yeah, at the Bluebird. You were playing at the Bluebird in Bloomington, I believe, if I am correct. You had a guitar with you. Am I right?
Yeah, and that was before Bob and Tom divorced, right?
Yeah, that was Bob Kavoyan was still there, and I was in there just for a Tuesday because it was my off day. And all of a sudden, this dude walks in. He has a guitar. I'm sitting down, and within I think 5 minutes, I was crying, laughing at some shit you were saying, and I was like, "This guy is awesome." We had a good conversation. I followed you on the Twitter. You followed me back. I've been keeping up with you. You went on. Did you break your hand at one point? Is that what happened?
I broke my elbow and my wrist. Yeah.
And you because you were a guitar comic, you sang songs, right?
Yeah. Not really songs. I told jokes. I just played the guitar under it.
Do you still do that?
From time to time. I don't know. I'm kind of rebranding, but I'm also in the middle of writing a TV show right now, so I'm not really
For who?
focused on stand-up. Hulu.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Is that what your writer's board that's in your office is all about right now, trying to sketch it out?
Yeah. I sold it to ABC like a year and a half ago, and then they passed on it once we wrote it.
The idea was a lot better than what we thought it was actually going to be in their eyes. That's what they said.
It's about religion, so it's kind of a tough. I think for network TV, it's not really ideal.
ABC, Disney's company, you wanted to do a religious show? I like that. I like that a lot.
I was surprised they bought it. I mean, they paid me money.
So now you're going
to they pass on it. You get money.
Oh, that's awesome. So they actually bought it, and then Hulu's the internet.
They gave it back to me. Yeah, they gave it. ABC was like, you can have it back, and then Hulu bought it.
What's it about? Like finding God, or which God is right, or what is it?
No, it's about hip youth pastors.
Oh, like Justin Bieber's guy.
Yeah, like Judah Smith.
Yeah,
that's Justin Bieber's guy.
So are you like their lives, or is it just that they exist? Like, what is your?
It's a workplace comedy.
Nice.
So it's just like those guys in the office, like during the week, like trying to figure out what women's jeans to buy and what bandanas look best around their neck and how many fake glasses they can own.
Hey, man, it sounds a little bit like you may be attacking these pastors, said pastors.
I mean, we're laughing at the hypocrisy of the whole thing. Yeah,
I respect that.
we're not attacking them though.
You disappeared, though, from my social media life, and then all of a sudden I just saw you on TV. You're on like 45 Honda commercials out of nowhere. Literally out of
those
fucking
popped
nowhere, you just popped up on Honda, and you were there for a few years. That was a big career move.
Yeah. They gave me a free car.
Okay.
That's the life.
Did you write those commercials?
The Honda commercials? No, I didn't really write those ones, but they allowed me to do whatever I wanted. So they kind of just said, like, they rolled the camera and were just like, okay, say what you want to say. But then I just did some Dell commercials that I did write, which I mean, I will do any commercial. It's I can't think of a better business to be in.
Yeah, Wrangler jeans are the best, aren't they?
I mean, they just fit so well.
All the time.
Yeah.
Never restrictive, always comfortable, Nick. You know it. I know it.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
A movie coming out, People You May Know, which is
Yeah.
an I got to watch it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
You really watched it?
They sent me a link. I watched the first 15 minutes. Is it like a dramedy? What is it? Because
It's hard to tell. It's a movie.
I very much enjoyed the concept though, because it's so right. Everybody's catfishing everybody these days.
Yep, I've been catfished.
Me too, man.
Like from a family member. Not really a family. My godfather catfished me.
Oh, let's go. Let's talk about it, man. Maybe this is why you're doing that religious show right now, because your godfather fucked you over. What happened?
No, my godfather was a guy that lived in my neighborhood when I was born. He was a neighbor that my parents were good friends with. Like, I have friends like that now.
Yep.
And they hung out all the time, had dinner, and they're like, you know what? You be Nick's godfather. And over the years, the guy got success. He bought a couple gas stations in Portland, a couple Texacos. Literally bought a mansion and was like, he had a jukebox in his house. They never had kids.
Okay.
And then I moved to LA and I get a phone call like, hey, I'm going to be in LA. Can I stay at your place? Yeah, you're my godfather, of course,
Yeah.
And he stayed for like 2 weeks. And at one point he was like, hey, do you want to go to Catalina? Like on a day's notice, which, do you know Catalina? It's like an
The
island
fucking Catalina wine mixer. Of course I know.
Yes,
I don't know what it
exactly.
is, but I know it's a wine mixer that happens there where there's helicopters and bands. And that's all I know.
Well, we took a helicopter. He goes, we're taking a helicopter to Catalina. So we take a helicopter from Long Beach to Catalina. He has all cash. I don't know where he's gotten his cash. We get to Catalina, and I hear like his bag jingling, like there's pills in there, and he goes to the bathroom. I open the bag up, and Jim was a Vietnam vet. Like, he had big back problems, and there's just like Vicodin, like 300 Vicodin in his bag. So I steal, I don't know, maybe 100 of them.
All right, so now there's 200 Vicodin.
Now I'm popping Vicodins. We go out, we sing karaoke, we're sharing a room around 4 a.m. No, we actually rented a golf cart and went around Catalina, and there's water buffalo. There's the most amazing views of the ocean. And at one point he's like, hey, let me get a picture of you off the bluff there. And he's taking photo. I'm shirtless. And at the time I was just a fucking switchblade of a body.
Yeah,
just
you
a rock
were.
hard body.
Yeah, you were.
and at 4 a.m. I wake up and Jim is screaming and crying in our room. And he walks me through the darkest shit that he ever saw in Vietnam.
Oh, PTSD.
And it's a real... 3 hours later, we're on a helicopter. We're headed back to Long Beach. We get home. Everything seems fine again. And he says, hey, I want to cook you and your roommates dinner tonight. And so he goes down to the grocery store. And I think, you know what? Jim's been spending a lot of time on my roommate's computer. And he was asking us, how do I get photos on the computer? How do I get these off my camera? I want to send them, blah, 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 blah. So we open it up, and I go into an email account, and he hadn't signed out of his Hotmail account yet.
Oh.
So he just... Hotmail, and it's open. And I go into the inbox, no emails. Outbox, no emails. And I think, all right, let's check the trash. And I go into the trash, and there's a lot of emails. And there's a lot of attachments. And Jim is courting a Russian woman, saying that he's me with pictures of me on a bluff with the water buffalo, driving the golf cart. It's me.
Is that a compliment to you, or what?
I mean, I want to fly out to Russia at this point. This woman looks beautiful. And I called my dad and I said, listen, something's not right here. And I told him the whole story, and he goes, all right, I'm calling. And Jim wasn't even back from the grocery store yet. But when Jim came back, he said, hey, guys, I got to go. Thank you so much for having me. And he just took off. And I know that my dad called him and was like, I will fucking murder you if you do anything to my son. You're done. Get out.
Hold on. Now there's so much more to this. Did you finally get to have sex with the Russian in the form of Jim? Like, did that ever
Never
come
met
to
the Russian.
Wow.
And now with the whole Russian scandal, I don't know if it's ever going to work out.
Hey, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead and pose right over here by the mountains now, maybe by the beach.
Yeah, let me get a shirtless shot of you by that totem pole.
So that's what basically people you may know is about, though, is how everybody's changing things, right? You're like the greatest photo editor in history.
Yeah, it's like a guy that, he edits photos and he edits himself a life. Yeah. You know what's funny is Usher's in the movie.
I saw it.
And we had the movie screened in San Francisco at a film fest, and we were doing like a big Q&A afterwards. And because it was kind of close to LA, a lot of people came in the movie. And so the Q&A had like 15 people. Like, it had people that had one line in the movie doing part of the Q&A. And one of those people that literally has one line in the movie is Usher.
Where he says no to another photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Usher is like, you don't realize how famous Usher is until you're in public with him, and people go fucking crazy. And by the way, the nicest, like,
these are my
such a good guy.
confessions. Just when he could sing too.
He gave me his phone number. He gave me his phone number after we shot. He goes, give me your phone. And he typed his number and he goes, let's golf sometime. I was like, Jesus. Yeah. How about tomorrow?
Are you and Usher best friends right now?
I mean, that's what I think of us as. I don't know how he feels. But the Q&A after the movie, they call, like, literally they're introducing, like, and this guy held a microphone for half a day. Like, they're introducing these dumbasses on a Q&A. The director, producer, and then at the end it's backstage and it's just me and Usher.
That's it.
And then the moderator goes, all right, and finally, the person that we all came to see, Usher. And they bring Usher out for the Q&A. I'm the lead of the movie. The crowd goes insane, and as they're giving Usher a standing ovation, and when Usher walked out, he goes, sorry, man. They're giving him a standing ovation, and the director, I see him run over to the moderator and like whisper something in his ear, and people are still applauding for Usher, and you can barely hear over the microphone, oh, and Nick Thune. And I walked out, and I was just like, hey
Usher's
guys, in the movie.
Yes, yeah. Usher's got a great line. Yeah, I want to let you know that. I had a few too. Just want to let everybody know that.
Yeah, I just read the whole script. I just gave up a fucking month of my life to be in this, and Usher got a private jet for a day.
But you're best friends with him.
Well, we do have a nice. I was on the Rich Eisen show, and we called Usher.
Did he answer?
He answered, and I could tell he was in the car with his kids, taking him to school or something, and he was like, yo. And I was like, Usher, hey, it's Nick Thune. And it was just quiet. And I go, I'm on the Rich Eisen show. We just wanted to say hi. And it was quiet. But you could hear people talking in the car, and he goes, all right, man, bye. and since then I've seen Usher, and he hasn't even brought it up.
He didn't know who the fuck you were. Nick Thune, it went right out of his mind.
You know who he brought to the premiere 2 days ago?
Who?
Stevie Wonder.
Wow. What do you think of the movie?
Stevie Wonder to a movie.
What did Stevie Wonder think of the movie?
He sat in the front row.
It's the best place for him.
By the way, I want you to know I BCC Stevie on all my emails. But Stevie sat in the front row. And afterwards, I went to go get a picture with him, and my wife was like, "Go!" And she was holding the camera, and she was so fucking nervous that she had it in video mode with the flash on. And I'm sitting there taking a picture with Stevie, and I'm like, "You got it in video mode, just put it in regular." And Stevie's like, "All right, man, thanks." I go, "No, put it in photo mode." And she's just like so nervous holding the phone. I'm just like, "Put it in photo, Stevie." And Stevie's like, "Hey, man, you were great in the movie." And I'm just like, "How do you know?" You just heard an audiobook.
Oh, man, everything's a podcast with Stevie.
Everything's a podcast with Stevie. Man, he knew about podcasts before anybody.
He's been living in that podcast world for a long time. Talented dude, though. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever get your photo?
Very
Did your wife?
No.
Riding on the wild.
I took a selfie. But I'll tell you what, I've shown the selfie to a few people, and to them it looks like I'm in the Hollywood Wax Museum. He just looks like a wax guy.
There's something to say about. There's something to say about those wax artists, though. Those guys are good.
There is.
The girls and guys are
they're
good.
really good. Yeah.
Nick, what a human. When's your show about the hipster pastors coming out?
Who knows? You know, this stuff takes a while. We're still writing it.
What do you do on a day-to-day?
I have another movie.
Oh, geez, just falling out of movies, huh, Nick? What a life you live. Honda commercials.
It comes out today.
What is it?
It's called Mr. Roosevelt.
Okay, what is it?
It's a good movie. It's about this girl, Noelle Wells. She wrote, directed, and starred in it. She was on SNL for a year. But it's about a movie. You know, it's about a movie.
It's a movie.
Is that a good?
Stevie Wonder's gonna love it. I can just tell.
Oh God, I know what he likes, and he likes my voice.
So, Mr.
Have you ever heard my podcast?
No.
I think you'd like it.
I think so too. I'm assuming just from this recent conversation we've had here in the last 20 minutes, I think I would very much enjoy your podcast. What's your podcast?
My podcast is called "Do You Know Who Jason Segel Is?"
And
me and my friend call people and ask if they know who Jason Segel is.
And then you just record the entire conversation?
Yeah. and it's good. I think you'd like it.
Do you have to ask the people afterwards, like if they're okay with you releasing the record? Like, how's that work? What are the logistics?
No, we could get sued at some point. I don't know. We bleep their names out. We do as much as we can.
Oh, that's like fucking Borat when he came in and just started recording everybody and just let it go and just got sued by every human on earth.
Yeah, if it gets big, then it gets big. Then we'll be able to afford those lawsuits.
Oh, hilarious. What do you do on a day-to-day?
We called on a day-to-day.
Who'd you call? No, I want to hear that. I would like to hear what you were about to say. I cut you off.
On the first episode, we called because I realized recently that I was conceived on a waterbed.
Oh, nice. Motion of the ocean.
Yeah, that's why I think I'm so fucking down to earth. But
you're so fucking cool, man.
But yeah, I was conceived on a waterbed. So we actually found a waterbed store in Tampa, and we called the guy to ask if he knew who Jason Segel was, because we kind of base the people that we call off our conversation. Like, oh, let's call a waterbed store. You were conceived in a waterbed, and the guy did not know who Jason Segel was. But then it turns out the guy's business is closing. Blah blah blah. And we turned our whole podcast into we want to sell, before this guy's done, we want to sell waterbeds. And so we've sold 2 waterbeds for this guy. We said, like, if you buy a waterbed, we will come to your house and record a live podcast.
My parents will come have sex on your waterbed to potentially create the next me on your bed if you buy it right now.
Well, when I realized I was conceived on a waterbed, I realized that explains, you know, my fear of drowning while my parents are fucking.
That's such a direct fear. You know, not a lot of people have that fear.
No, and there's no groups. There's no other people to talk to about it. Something I've got to swallow and take care of.
You need to put up like a wanted ad to find your self-help group, man. Like, do you have fears of your parents fucking while you're drowning? Maybe you should join us today. Hysterical.
But to answer what my day-to-day is getting in altercations at coffee shops, having weird Skype conversations with professional athletes.
Retired.
Well, you're still a pro.
Thanks, man. You're a pro too.
You're still a pro.
Thanks, man.
I do love I love Twitter and the access to athletes.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
amazing.
It completely takes out ESPN and all the old school journalists because we can go directly to the people. You can go directly to the source. It's like that with everything, but sports, it's really intensified how awesome the relationship is between fans and players.
Well, have you ever tweeted with Brendan McCarthy, the Dodgers pitcher?
I've heard of him. I've never tweeted with him though.
Oh, you gotta follow him. He's fucking hilarious, but also will respond. And I have Dodgers season tickets, and I love baseball, and I've taken pictures of him at games and said, "You seemed a lot bigger online," and posted it, and then he's responded night of, "Fuck you." That's what I love about Twitter and athletes is the ones that have good senses of humor. It's so fun.
Twitter makes the world a lot smaller place.
Oh yeah,
A lot smaller. All right.
Oh yeah.
Well, Mr. Roosevelt, people you may know. Do you know who Jason Segel is?
All of it.
Your little hipster pastor thing coming out on Hulu. I appreciate you, man. I hope you have an incredible weekend.
Yeah, thank you. You too. Thanks for taking the time.
Hey, your hair looks you're a terrible, you should never be a cameraman. You're a great writer.
Wait. Let me get this final shot. I'm in the back. See, I've got I share an office with my friend who's a graphic designer.
Oh.
So I'm trying to give him space right now.
What's up, cuz? Oh, respect. Middle finger. All right.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you so much, Nick. Good luck on everything. I can't wait to watch the pastor thing, the religious thing that ABC hilariously almost picked up. That is absurd that they almost bought that.
They almost did.
All right. Good luck with everything, Nick. Thank you, man.
Thanks, Pat. See you soon.
Cheers, dude. Nick Thune was hilarious. He's promoting a show or a movie that's coming out in a few weeks, so we're probably going to rerun that in a few weeks. But God damn it, I fucking love that. Stevie Wonder, he said he BCCs Stevie Wonder on every email. I lost it. I was crying laughing. He held his phone. We Skyped with him. He held his phone no more than 2 inches from his face the entire time. Just zoomed in right on his eyes, forehead, and his beard. Just so close. It was like an artsy shot. What a cool guy. I'm very thankful he came on the show.
Jokes on him, though.
What's that?
Stevie Wonder's not blind, so he sees every single email.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Is this a thing you believe?
Yeah, 100%.
Tupac's in Jamaica.
Yeah. We didn't land on the moon.
And Stevie Wonder is
not blind.
And Flight 365 is definitely somewhere in Russia, right? Or whatever flight, that one flight.
Oh, the one that got lost
Malaysian?
in the... Yeah.
That one's somewhere. They got landed somewhere on an island.
But no, watch videos on YouTube of Stevie catching things. Tell me he's blind.
You lose one sense, you gain another, folks.
Yeah, him hearing better can help him catch that shit.
Well, Ben Affleck could kind of see things when he was in that movie. When he's
Daredevil?
Yeah, Daredevil. He could kind of see.
He was colorblind.
Yeah, that was way worse than colorblind.
By the way,
fuck.
Find your colorblind friend and play Uno with them. Buying tickets can be complicated and confusing, but here is a simpler way to buy. With SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to get tickets to every type of live event. Whether you're catching your favorite musician on tour, shopping for the perfect gift, or searching for the last-minute deal to see your favorite team, SeatGeek helps you find the best seats at the best prices, fully guaranteed. Nothing beats being live in person, no matter what it is. Sports are better. Shows are better. Music's better. Magic's better. Life is better life. You're alive, but are you living? Whoa. Go live with SeatGeek.
They just want you to live your best life.
That's all.
That's all.
Download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code PAT today. That's promo code PAT for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. I actually did this the other day because I'm going to New York next weekend for the Cyber Monday at Barstool Sports. I will be in New York at the office for that. And I wanted to go see a magician show. Went on SeatGeek, bing, bang, boom. Couldn't find tickets at the theater the magician was at. Couldn't find tickets there. Only terrible seats, overpriced, not good. Go to SeatGeek. I go, hey, guys, you got any tickets for blah, blah, blah? In the search code? Shows up, bing. Here's what seats do you want? Do you want front row? Here you go. Do you want second row? Here you go. Do you want orchestra right? Here you go. SeatGeek had it all for the best price, much cheaper than anywhere else. It was incredible. And I know that I won't get catfish because that's what SeatGeek's known for. You get the ticket you want, how you want it, when you want it, and you're going to get it.
That's magic right there.
Yeah.
That's real. The magic was that you getting those tickets like that.
So simple, so easy. Just showed up in an email. Boom. Now I'm in to see a magician. I'm going to be gone too, by the way. I very much enjoy those. I feel like I'm in the show at some points. Me and my lady just go ahead and nibble on this little bear. It's shaped in a gummy formation. And we just sit there and we just go ahead and get in the show, maybe. Maybe I'll be in a fucking... Oh, I love that. By the way, when I get called on stage to help, that person has no idea what they just signed up
Not a
for.
fucking clue.
They have no idea.
Please take your trick.
Please. Oh,
What if
1,000,000%. I will make a red handkerchief disappear up there.
Yeah, that's like a little kid taking his baseball mitt to a baseball game.
Yep, and playing catch with fucking A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, if you got called up there and then you did that, all thanks to SeatGeek because you couldn't get the tickets before, but now you got tickets, and then you get to go up there and you get to shine in the fucking when the light shines down.
In New York City!
Come on!
A magician! You really made it, Pat.
You would kill too, and he would probably be like, I bet like under his fucking.
Not happy.
No, he's like, this motherfucker come up here still in the spotlight with this fucking corny ass trick.
But he would understand that I'm an illusionist, not a magician.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Big deal.
Man, and just to think, if without SeatGeek, this
Never would
Never would
have
happen.
happened. This whole situation we just made up is not even possible without SeatGeek.
Nope.
Download the SeatGeek app and use promo code PAT while checking out to save $10 on your first purchase. SeatGeek.
Making magic happen.
Possibly.
SeatGeek, letting you live your best life.
Well, can we?
Yeah, like can we live?
Excuse me.
SeatGeek said, yeah. Here you go.
Here, you can live live, cuz. Live live.
Live live.
Live live.
Can we live?
Live life live.
Thank you.
Live life live. Live life live.
Live.
All right. Life.
Live.
Diggs is here. And Diggs does a quick hits with Diggs Monday through Thursday. It's all things you need to know NFL.
Monday through Wednesday.
Monday. Really?
You've known this. We've talked about it on here.
Backed off another day, huh? This was originally Monday through Friday, just for future reference.
It's
Now
been Monday through Wednesday for the last like 6 weeks.
okay, good. Foxy, thanks for making me pay attention to that. Appreciate that. That's your job right there, to make sure I know that.
That's on me. I'll
Yep.
take the blame for that one.
Foxy. By the way, Foxy's grown on me, the name.
I think a guy with
Wow.
the last name Fox doesn't fucking forget that.
That was a genuine, it's grown on me. Like, you really meant that.
Nah.
Just because he's easily fucking duped.
It's late at night. He's tired. He's giving in. Tomorrow morning he won't. He's not into it.
I don't know.
I'm
That
not-
sounded
I'm
good
not
to
on
me.
I very much enjoy the fact that everybody hates it and he's sticking with it, you know? He's persistent Fox. He's handsome Fox. He's gritty Fox. And all of a sudden, he's slowly becoming Foxy Fox. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah. How about that one lady tweeting at you saying, I will not follow him because of his Foxy name, but
I like that lady, by the way. Those are the type of followers we want. People that stand for something.
but she did say,
Nah, she didn't say anything.
Now,
I'm starting to enjoy him on the podcast. I said, that's awesome. Like, that means I'm doing okay. And you're like, well, you're not getting a follower, Evan. I said, this is for the podcast.
listen,
Pat.
look at this. Selfless Fox.
This is
Did
for the
you hear what just
podcast,
happened right there?
Not for my growing of followers.
Wow. You just plugged yourself there, too. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's talking about how he's
he
getting
did.
popular.
Yeah, nice plug.
We get it, Foxy. Jesus Christ. Foxy, big Lions fan. Going to be a big Thanksgiving. By the way, everything you need to know NFL-wise comes to you Monday through Wednesday. Quick hits with Diggs on Barstool Heartland's Facebook page. Last week, we gave this a shot, and it was incredible. Diggs did a 40-second review recap of what happened this past weekend in the NFL, and last week it was really impressive. He led off strong. There's really nowhere to go. Oh, last week was good.
It's going to be hard to beat.
It's going to be hard to beat. I think we'll see if he plateaus or if he takes it to a whole nother level. 40 seconds, the entire weekend that was in the NFL with your football friend at Tactical Diggs.
You got the clock?
I will open the clock.
Let me get 40 on the clock, Mel.
You want how much?
40.
All right. In 3, 2, and
Lions, Bears, Prater Bombs, Lions win. Jags, Browns, lost again, 0-10, Jags win. Ravens, Packers, no Rodgers, no points, Ravens win. Cards, Texans, Savage was average, Texans win. Bucks, Dolphins, Smoke and Jay, not great, Bucks win. Vikings, Rams, Keenum to Thenum, Vikes win. Chiefs, Giants, blah, Giants win. Skins, Saints, shocker, Native Americans lose Thanksgiving week, Saints win. Bills, Charger, 5 INTs, Chargers, please, Bolts win. Bengals, Broncos, deja vu, Brock blue, Bengals win. Pats, Patriots, 62 yards, no probs, Pats win. Eagles, Boys, Jerry Sues, Cowboys lose.
Oh, shit.
31 seconds. 31 seconds. Wow.
9 seconds to
Unbelievable.
spare.
I want to let you know, I did see you get a little lazy with just the wins. Not a single boom loses. But I really enjoyed what you just did there. You went after the Native Americans, though. I think that's going to be something that you're going to have to answer some questions to.
That's a historic fact. They
lost Thanksgiving.
They lost.
The big battle of Thanksgiving, they lost.
Once again, that is at Tactical Diggs, who is...
I did call them Native Americans, though.
Okay, sit
did.
Native American
So if
style.
if you put down a race of people, as long as you use the right terminology, it's fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love what you did. It was a big NFL weekend. It was a gigantic weekend. So much crazy shit happened. A couple blowouts, one in Mexico, one in Denver. Offensive coordinator fired on a rocket ship out of nowhere. See you later, Cuzzo. No job
5
for you.
INTs,
Jesus, 5 interceptions.
1/2.
And I have Tyrod Taylor in my fantasy league. Butt fucked my shit.
Everybody knew he wasn't starting.
Yeah, I know. But I had to take him out. He's a top. He's been doing not that bad this season.
Why? Yeah, what happened? How did that all happen?
I mean, first off, if we look at like the 5 INTs, he also had 4 completions on 10 attempts. So he only had 1 ball hit the ground. So it's kind of impressive.
I don't know if I'd say that. That's a very low standard for an NFL quarterback.
Well,
in
only
7
1 ball hit the ground.
In 7-on-7,
No balls should hit the ground.
no balls hit the ground. They very much say that. No balls on the ground in Skelly and everything. This dude, 1 ball on the ground.
9 out of 10, not bad.
An entire outing. That's incredible. That's what you're looking for out of a quarterback. By the way, after the second one, what do you say? Like, hey, it's all right, you're unlucky. After the third one, you're like, it's starting to get bad. Fourth one, you're like, can't throw another one. Fifth one in 1 fucking half. Think about that sideline. Like, it can't get any worse. Can't get any worse.
Does he ever come back from that?
No.
Fuck no.
If
No
he
way.
does, there's going to be a 30 for 30.
For sure. 5.5, bro. 1/2 of football.
Did Tyrod play the second half?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
didn't
didn't
watch
do that
the
well. But it seemed as if everybody was coming out saying it was very dumb for them to bench Tyrod.
He's only had. I mean, he hasn't had that. He
They're
hasn't had
looking
more
for
than-
a spark. They're looking for more than average.
Yeah.
From who? What was his name?
Nathan Peterman,
Yikes. bro.
old pit quarterback.
Oh, yeah. LaShawn McCoy said he can throw 5 picks in 1/2 and he can throw 5 touchdowns in 1/2. You never know with him. What is that?
That's my favorite type of quarterback. though.
Yeah, just slinging it Brett Favre style. I would love to see the text messages this dude sends. I bet you very Favre.
Tyrod hasn't thrown 5 interceptions all season.
Bro,
He's like 16-4 or some shit.
5.5 is tough to do. Like, he has to go in there at halftime, just sit down and be like,
That's on me.
That's on me. That's a tough outing.
I would expect them to put me in a uniform, and I would throw 5 picks.
I don't think you could. I think you'd get sacked. You'd maybe fall a couple times. You'd miss so bad that he couldn't get picked. Like, this is me at quarterback too. I don't think you could throw 5 picks in 1/2. That's hard to do. That's incredible.
Did I miss all the table smashing videos? What did Bill's Mafia do after this?
Well, it was in LA, so it was hard to tell.
This was very much a home Bills Mafia party at their houses breaking shit. And I think they might be a little bit more under control when they're at home, Bills Mafia. I think whenever they just kind of enter the grounds of the stadium, I think they
It's like
just,
something comes over them.
Yeah, they just lose their shit.
Well, you don't want to bust up your own shit.
No, you want to bust up the Bills shit.
You don't want to have the mess to clean up.
No way. You want to go through the Bills table, not your table. Where do they get all those tables? The Bills table?
Hell of a business though up there.
So good. We need to get up
Buffalo.
there. We need to get up there and sell tables.
Just a plastic table salesman.
Kids are going through tables like it's pads. Like, people are getting full on power bombed out in the middle of tailgates. I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
How long until someone breaks their neck on one of those?
I'm sure it's happened.
Dude, it's just like whenever fucking we were posting all these videos of golf carts trucking people. I was like, I hate it. I don't like it. I'll watch. I don't like it. And then somebody blew their shit out. It was like, we got yelled at for it. It's only a matter of time before fucking something happens at the back of a table. But boy, it's entertaining to watch. They commit to that fucking Sunday game. Bills Mafia fucking commits to the Bills. If that team ever gets really good again, holy fuck. That might be the epicenter of fucking madness for a long time in the NFL. But they can also throw 5 picks in one half, and their fans.
They could bench their quarterback after one shitty game. Oh, you had one bad game? Let me put in this fucking basic, normal drop back style passer. He'll fucking save everything.
Pick. That was actually what it was. Pick. That's so many picks. In one half, I don't even know how you get the ball 5 times in a half.
Whoever made that call should definitely be on the chopping block.
It's the head coach, for sure.
Yeah, and he stuck to his guns after the game. He said, I don't regret the decision. I regret the result.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
Such a boss fucking line.
How about everybody go fuck yourself style line right there?
Well, it's very much,
Yeah.
coaches always say, like, execution.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like their way of saying, like, it wasn't the design, it was the players.
I
Like,
just didn't execute.
we didn't execute. It means it wasn't my fault. These motherfuckers didn't do it. No execution. That's the same type of thing. Like, I stick by the decision, but not the result. It's like, how we planned it to go is much different than how it did go. Just, it's on them, not on me. It's on the guy who threw it 5 times to the other team. That's insane. Big weekend. Football on Thanksgiving is gigantic.
Love it.
We got a chance to talk to a guy earlier who's played on Thanksgiving a lot and has not been successful. But you're going to enjoy him. He's a funny guy. I'm very thankful this guy comes on our show. He's funny as hell.
Awesome.
Great stories.
Dan Orlovsky. On the phone, friend of the show, a man who told an incredible story about Peyton Manning kicking his ass out of a meeting room alone, I believe was Peyton Manning's words to him when he didn't get the hint to leave. He's a knowledgeable guy. If you follow him on Twitter, what's your Twitter, Dan?
D Orlovsky 7.
He's learned that since the last time he came on the show. He's also been a lot more active on there. On Sundays, he's doing a very similar thing to me, but with like offense and defense and other things like that. He's like a quarterback's brain on Twitter every Sunday. A retired quarterback's brain is something that I've been very much entertained by, Dan. Very much.
I appreciate it. I learned it from you. You know, I mean, I'm no sponge when it comes to you, Pat.
Well, that's a good idea. You should probably stick with that method forever. I can learn you some things. You got 45 kids. I should have learned you some shit a long time ago. You know, about a pull-out situation, Dan. You know? You're dad of the year. You just got back from what? Gymnastics class?
No, we had karate tonight, man. Karate.
What's that all about? Karate.
I should have gotten into the kid karate business because it's booming and it's expensive.
Is it really?
It's not too late.
Man, class is 30 minutes long. There's 20 kids in there, and I'll spend $1,000 for 6 months.
$1,000 to learn karate?
Yeah, just yeah and hiya and hiya.
But that knowledge is priceless.
Yeah, let's hope so. I got a Daniel LaRusso in the making.
Wax on, wax on. I'll tell you what, back in the day, if you had a friend that knew karate, you were safe. You know?
No doubt. Yeah.
Nowadays, with these Brazilians rolling in this jiu-jitsu, and then you got Muay Thai coming in from Thailand, and you got all these different martial arts going. If you got a karate guy in your group, you're still fucked.
You don't know who could just whoop your tail at any time.
Broken arm, leg, and dick in one move by those mixed martial artists.
Done.
Hey, Thanksgiving is obviously right around the corner. Would you like to give a speech about the holiday that is Thanksgiving, Dan?
I'm a big Thanksgiving guy. I don't like when I go to stores or the mall and we've got all the Christmas decorations up, man. I feel like we got to respect Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they just skip over it. I'll tell you what, though. Those lights and stuff really make me feel good inside.
It puts you in a good place. But, dude, I feel like when we do it before Thanksgiving, we get to like December 21st, and it's like, man, when's Christmas going to get here? You know?
Well, I'm just so excited to celebrate Jesus' birthday that really my excitement level for Christmas starts December 26th. Can't wait for his next birthday.
Now, don't you guys sing? Don't you get Jesus a cake and sing at his birthday party?
Yeah, nobody's doing that. Everybody sings those other songs, but nobody's singing his birthday song.
He never comes though. He never comes to his birthday party.
He's going to though. He's going to. Ain't that right, Dan? He's coming back.
He technically is at all of his birthday parties.
He's everywhere, man. Hey, you played in Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit plays on Thanksgiving every single year. It's almost like some of those years where Detroit was terrible. It was like the whole world got a chance to watch them just one time a year. There's definitely going to be a national TV game because not national TV games don't happen all the time. If you're a shitty team, like I understand that DirecTV now with all their selections, every game is on TV. But there was a time where not a lot of teams were seen. It's like the Sacramento Kings. They ain't never getting on TV. You know they're still a basketball team. They ain't ever on fucking TV.
I don't even know if I can name a single person on their team.
Let's try real quick. Cousins.
Well,
Willie Cauley
No,
Stein.
he's
Cousins
not
is in New Orleans now.
it's in New Orleans. Rudy Gay's not there.
Willie Cauley Stein. That's the only guy I got.
Buddy Hield.
Vince Carter plays for the Kings now.
What?
Oh, all of a sudden I'm back on the Kings train. If Vince Carter is still jumping over people, I'm all in, by the way. How about when he teabagged that French guy? Huh? How about when he just took flight over tall wee sir monsieur and dunked on his face
One of
in
the
international competition?
One of the greatest of all time right there.
Oh.
It's iconic.
No doubt.
All right, Dan, you played a lot of football on Thanksgiving. What is your completion percentage on Thanksgiving? Ask me.
Probably not as good as I want it to be. I don't know if I.
You can return the favor. You can ask that question back, please.
Yeah, what's your completion percentage on Thanksgiving, Pat?
100%.
Good setup. Good setup. Good setup.
Thank you.
You had no idea that was coming.
Yeah, almost a tutter too. Antonio Brown made a gigantic tackle out of nowhere on Eric Swope just 1 year ago.
Is it a Swope thing or just a good play by Antonio Brown?
I'll tell you what, I think if Swope rewatches the film, I think he chooses to
Yeah.
run him over next time. I think he chooses.
Watch it critically. Watch it critically.
I think if we break down every single step that happened, he made an incredible catch. I mean, the pass was just right there in his hands, and he made an incredible catch. Made a great, yeah, thank you. Made a great run. He turned upfield and he saw a flash, and he didn't know it was Antonio Brown, and he he went to dodge him instead of run him over. But we end up losing by 21, so it was good. It was a good Thanksgiving, fucking great. And I got fined basically for that strut afterwards. It's good.
I've had some of those.
On Thanksgiving, like just ruined the whole family affair.
I've had some Thanksgiving Day. I've played on Thanksgiving. I mean, Connecticut, which is a high school football powerhouse in the country, we play on Thanksgiving every year. That's sarcasm, so give me a laugh.
Delivery. We'll work on delivery. We'll call you Delivery Dan whenever you're doing sarcastic jokes.
Every day. My sophomore year of high school, we were 9-0 or maybe 10-0. We played a crosstown rival on Thanksgiving Day. If we win, we go to the playoffs, and if we lose, we don't. I fumbled 10 times on my quarterback center exchange. Fumbled 10 times.
Nice.
We tied the game. We don't get in the playoffs. So
Nice.
you can imagine what Thanksgiving meal was like.
Yikes.
That was on the center though, right?
Yeah.
All 10 of them.
How do you have 10? Now, real question. There's been 10 times. Like, was there a chance to maybe bench you after maybe the fifth or sixth one?
Well, it was in a torrential downpour. Bench me? Yeah, probably. I mean, also fumbled last play of the game on the 1.
Oh my God. You're talking about the worst situation imaginable.
Yeah, talk about going to the locker room to the seniors and being like, hey, my bad. Say, there's no we'll get him next time. So,
hey guys, I want to talk to you about what just happened out there. That's on me.
But there's been some good. There's been some memorable NFL Thanksgiving Day games too. Now,
let me hear about them. Let me hear just about one that pops in your head. You're like, oh, when I played for the Lions, I got a chance to play on Thanksgiving. Dream come true. Here we go. Just like the high school days where I played on Thanksgiving, Turkey Bowl.
I remember. I think it was maybe 2007. Remember Joey Harrington was a big time early pick for the Lions.
Number 3.
Whatever. And didn't work out. It didn't work out for him, but he went to the Dolphins. I don't know if he went to the Dolphins right after the Lions, but went to the Dolphins at some point. And I don't know who was their starter, but their starter got hurt, I believe, a game or two before Thanksgiving. Joey Harrington and the Dolphins are playing the Lions at Ford Field.
Let's go. Revenge game possibility.
Revenge game with exclamation points. And everyone's like, the Lion, we're going to whoop on Miami. Joey hadn't played, and he's obviously going to come fold. He threw for like 340 and 3 touchdowns.
Just
the best game he's ever played at Ford Field type thing, and walked off with deuces.
Have you had a good memory on Thanksgiving?
Just recently, like
How many years you play in the NFL? How many years?
yeah, I think my last 2 years. I mean, I think, dude, in 2008, Favre completed 23 straight passes on us. Just historical stuff. But 2 years ago, maybe Matthew lit up Chicago for 5 touchdowns or something. So that was pretty good. But most of my Thanksgiving Day football experiences haven't been fantastic results.
Now you get a chance to watch. You're good friends with, I assume, a lot of people at the Lions because you've been there a few times. Lions take on the Vikings in a gigantic game. Gigantic game.
Yeah, huge.
Is Matt Stafford going to come out and just ball all over the place on the Minnesota Vikings?
I mean, my high expectation level is, so Matthew's like wired in a way where obviously he plays quarterback. He's been the best player since he came out of the womb type thing. So he loves moments. But Matthew, when he gets to a point where, I don't know if it's like.
I have a question. Before you go further, excuse me. Am I to address him as Matthew like Mitch is Mitchell Trubisky?
No, we call him Mitch.
No, you call him Matthew.
To his face?
Well, I mean, he doesn't care about it, but he cares about it. You know, like if you called him Matt, eventually.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a Matthew. It's a Matthew. He's a Matthew.
Like the Bible, right? There's a Matthew in the Bible.
Yeah, it's a Matthew. Kelly, his wife, will be a little bit more direct about it. You know, he's Matthew. But I learned that early on. Like, you don't call him Matt. Wow. Unless you want to skin. I call him Matt.
Really? All right. So when Matthew steps onto the field on Thursday, it's a big moment.
Yeah, he just loves the dude's wired where like he loves to know that all eyes are on him type thing. He loves like that prime time I'm the only game on feeling. So I would expect him to go light it up. And then he plays well against Minnesota. You know, like they both won both their games against them last year. They won their one game against them this year. Their coordinator, Jim Bob's got a really good feel. Minnesota does such unique stuff schematically on defense that a lot of teams in the NFL, when they play them, like think they got them fooled and figure out how to pick up their blitzes, and Minnesota just has a field day on them. Jim Bob Cooter.
Great name.
Can't say his name enough.
By the way, he's from Tennessee too. And he was with the Colts with Peyton Manning here. I remember when he was like a GA for the Colts, which is like basically just cleaning shit up. Like his job was to clean up practice and things like that. Old Jim Bob Cooter is a guy that liked to have a good time. Bob Cooter is like a good guy. And now he's like the wizard behind the Lions offense and very successful. I'm like, good for fucking Jim Bob Cooter, cuz out of the womb, he didn't have a wound. He got stabbed. Out of the womb, Jim Bob Cooter is a definite deficit in life. Jim Bob Cooter.
Not if you're from Tennessee or the South. It's normal.
You're right.
Jim Bob Cooter, though, that's...
Imagine reading through is Shania Wilson here? Yep. Okay. Is Robert Lee here? Yep, I'm here. Is Jim Bob Cooter here? Woo! 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 Yeah, I am, cuzzo. I'm all...
Not only is he Jim Bob Cooter, but he grew up right next door to the Jack Daniels distillery.
He's just his dad loved life. To slip by, his dad's last name is Cooter too, and he didn't. What was his dad's name? Do you know his dad's name?
I don't know his dad's name.
Oh Jesus!
His first name is Scooter.
Scooter Cooter?
Yeah.
Get on that scooter, Cooter, cause Jim Bob Cooter comes out the Cooter. So you think the Lions are going to win? You think Matthew Stafford, if he was called Matt, would be upset? You think Jim Bob Cooter is going to pick apart the Minnesota Vikings, and your kid does karate? Is that a good summary of everything here that happened?
It's 4 for 4.
What are you doing right now? You really do. He's Skyping in it seems like it's a real ISIS hostage video. There's no decoration on the wall. It's just a white wall.
Looks like an investment. Go to those rooms they do investment.
Art. There's art with a spray paint on the other side right there.
We haven't figured out what color we're going to paint the office yet, you know? It's only been there for, I don't know, like 16, 17 months. So.
Not a bit. Job's really taking off.
When are you going to commentate games? What's next for you?
That's my hope. You know, that's what the world I kind of want to get into. You know, I want to stay next to football. Football, I love it. It's been so good to me. So,
not your Thanksgivings, though. Let's be honest. Football's not been nice to your Thanksgivings.
But I want to call them. I love doing it. I've kind of dabbled in it over the last couple of weeks and enjoyed it. And I feel like I bring a little bit kind of an insight that there's not a lot of that out there. I think Romo's kind of changed the commentating game a little bit. Romo's kind of calling games like he's out with his buddies type thing. So I think I've got a little bit of that in me. So we'll see where it goes, you know. I think I'd enjoy it.
Who you been working games for?
Nobody.
You just been doing it at home?
Yeah, I'm just doing it at home, kind of Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. I came, you know, going into camp and whatnot, and then kind of deciding if I was going to go into coaching because I had some opportunity to go do that. I kind of came back into the game a little late, so I'd kind of have to wait till next year.
Well, yeah, wait for Q1. It's Q1. Do you know what that means, Dan? Q1?
I don't have enough time.
It's advertising talk. Don't worry about it. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. A lot of advertising money is decided in Q4 about Q1. So they might be thinking about the future for you, bub.
I love it.
Are you going to broadcast boot camp?
I am. Well, I did broadcast boot camp at 14, and I'll probably do the advanced one now.
Oh, a little AP, advanced placement. Work a little bit harder. How is that broadcast boot camp? I was thinking about signing up for it, and then I didn't.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a lot of information. You kind of get your eyes opened up to it. I think the biggest thing is there's so many people there that, you know, are important. So it's a big networking opportunity. Put your face in front of other people's faces and, hey, this is who I am. So, but it's cool. You learn a lot.
I just don't know how they would do with me there at the broadcast boot camp.
You would do well.
They'd probably like you as much as our teachers liked us.
You would do well because, I mean,
I know.
You kind of have a good kind of realness about you and energy about you. Not to get too
Keep
much.
it going, Dan. Keep it going. Dan, keep it going.
So I think you would do well there. I mean,
where's it at?
It's in which is where like NFL Films is.
In Philadelphia?
Right outside Philly.
My friend's from West Philadelphia.
Was he born and raised?
Yeah, 100%.
Did you grow up at the playground?
Yeah, there's a playground over there he used to play on all the time.
He spent most of his days.
Some days.
Oh, yeah, he's just nonstop.
Did you play basketball there?
All day.
Yeah, he chilled out a little bit too and relaxed.
I bet you was he a bad student?
Well,
he could do the thing.
The Rubik's Cube?
The Rubik's Cube really well. And he always wore that jacket inside out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good look. He's a rapper now.
he used to chill there, just max out, relax, shoot around.
Real cool. Like right outside of his school is like what he was known for.
That one dude was causing trouble.
You should go to the
He's
West
up to no good,
Mm-hmm.
really.
Like, you guys know this guy?
Yeah, he started making trouble in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that dude started fucking with him. And
Yeah, he
making
got
trouble.
one little fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a fight. It was a pushing match.
He got,
but his mom did get
But
scared.
his mom got scared.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You're moving with family."
yeah, all the
Out
way.
west.
Way.
Out west.
Yeah.
Probably.
In Bel Air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Bel Air. They moved to Bel Air.
Yeah, and it was like, bim, bim, bim. All right, Dan. Anything else?
That was well done.
Thank you.
Wait, I want to share a story with you. I got two decent stories with you because you're a specialist.
Wait, I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna get high and listen. Order these. These are specialist stories.
Yeah, you're a specialist guy, so obviously you guys.
The
have a
brand,
little bit-
please. The brand.
The brand. You're a brand guy. The brand guy.
This weed pen's for the brand as well. I just want you to know that.
And so Matt Prater, the kicker for the Lions, just keeps nailing 50-yard field goals for game winners. And, I mean, they're not even close, right? They're splitting the uprights.
Bombs.
So as a member of the brand know, you know, it's not just a one-man show. There's three dudes that are pretty good at it, right? So Detroit's, and I've got to get this guy's name out there because you know him probably a little bit. Don Muehlbach is the line snapper.
Okay.
So he's 36 years old. He's in his 14th season in the NFL.
Wow. So rich, by the way. So rich, that guy. Upside down quarterback, really good, so rich.
Yeah, but you would act like he acts like he's, an NCAA athlete the way he lives. So,
I don't respect that at all, but I like the way he lives.
So he was going into his second year when I came in as a rookie to Lions. So we gravitated towards each other, but he doesn't look like an NFL athlete at all. I mean, he looks like, he was a banker previously, so he looks like a bad body banker.
Sloppy. You're saying he's a little sloppy.
Yeah, just like men. So
what was that?
It's just men,
Body type, meh.
Yeah, MEA. So it's going. I get drafted. It's early on. I'm not even a rookie, and so we're hanging out, and we're like, let's go to Lifetime Fitness to play basketball. So all right, cool. Mind you, his little brother's at that point playing basketball, starting on the starting five for Texas A&M.
Oh,
so I'm like, all right, you could probably hoop a little bit. You play in the NFL. Your brother plays college basketball. Let's go hoop. So we go to hoop, and I don't know much about this guy at this point yet. So playing in the game, and early on in the game, I'm watching him play, and I'm like, dang, you're really, really unathletic. So there's a point where I grab a rebound, and I kind of turn up court, and I see him. He's already past half court, so I'm like, sweet. Chest pass it to him. He catches it like 1, 2, 3 dribble, goes up for an easy layup, and I'm not exaggerating. Ball goes up over the backboard, and he's the only guy on that side of the court, falling into the court behind the back. So I stand there, and he just kind of looks at me. I was like, what was that? And he's like, I'm sorry, man. So we get into it. I'm like, Mule. We call him Mule. I'm like, what's the deal? After the game, I'm like, what's the deal? What was that about? He's like, I'm really unathletic. And I'm like, what? You play in the NFL. So I'm like, give me your story. He's like, all right. I played high school baseball. I was cut from the high school baseball team 4 years in a row.
He's a persistent fucking guy.
I played high school football, but I didn't actually play till my senior year of high school. Again, hard to do. I walked on to Texas A&M, and I was there for 5 years, but I didn't actually play till my 5th year as a long snapper.
Hard to do.
Impossible. How are you in the NFL? And so now I look back, and I'm like, dude, you played 14 years in the NFL. You got cut from a high school sport 4 times. No one
He's MJ.
in the NFL history can say that.
That's a Gatorade commercial.
That's what he's got to write a book.
Dude.
14 years.
7 years of bench riding.
Maybe we title it Upside Down Quarterback with Meh Body.
All I want to do now is watch him cover punts. That's all I'm
so
gonna
bad.
that's all
I
I'm
want to
gonna
see
look
him block and cover like an absolute giraffe out there. He's going to be.
Watch him cover punts right now, and you'll be like, but he's played for 14 years. I mean, when he went up for that layup, I just remember going, what?
Well, anybody that plays basketball, if you go for an open layup and you have your timing and rhythm are so fucked that you can't just lay it off the glass and it goes over the backboard.
That's tough to do. That's hard to do.
Those guys don't play pro sports.
No.
That's for sure.
All these fails that he has done are so hard to accomplish. Getting cut 4 times and deciding to come back every year, maybe after the first time, maybe the second time, but after the 3rd time, you're coming back like baseball. There's the 3 strike. Like, don't do it. He came back 4 times.
How about the coaches on the senior year going, nope, you're still gone. And now the guys played for 14 years or something, man. And so I thought of that this weekend when Prater banged another 52-yarder. Like, man, the snapper's got to be good.
The coaches wouldn't even do a feel-good signing.
Yeah, you know what? You had the courage to come back for 1,200 days in a row.
They won't even let him. Can't even ride the bench. You can't put me down at the end of the bench, down there by everybody in plain clothes.
Dude, he could have worked the bullpen, couldn't he? Don't you guys have
down the bullpen? Could have just spit sunflower seeds all day on the bench. It doesn't fucking matter.
His name's Mule too. He's definitely got a great fucking personality, if I had to guess.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Terrible at basketball.
But what a story! And then being there for 14 years.
That's a long fucking time. That's like the Dallas Cowboys long snapper. He's been in.
He's like the 3rd. I think he's like 2nd or 3rd snaps or games played in the history of the Lions organization.
Hanson's got to be 1, right? And then him.
Yeah, Hansen, and then
How long did Hansen play for? 45 fucking years?
yeah, he might still be playing somewhere.
And still hasn't been in a playoff game.
And he still drives a 1991 Ford Taurus.
With a car alarm on it.
Yeah. Beep, beep.
Put roll down windows.
Does he have a spoiler? Does he have a spoiler on it?
Ooh, I think no spoiler, but a pretty sweet exhaust system.
Bro, my brother was in a car club in high school because he had a Subaru Impreza with some good exhaust pipes on it. And we were in a car club. We used to hang out in a parking lot of a Krispy Kreme donut.
You went with them?
Yeah, it was hilarious. What are you talking about? You thought I was going to miss out on that? No way.
Hell no.
Hey, we're going where to a car club? Let's go. Guys were spoilers all over everything. Honda Civics with spoilers and fat old tanks on the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hanson. That's cool.
Thanks, Fast and Furious.
I used to know this guy in high school. He used to have a lowrider with hydraulics, but he only had one switch on it. So all he could do was just fucking go gink, gink. This is ass up. That's the whole car did. Instead of all the switches.
How does that work? So they just press a button?
I don't think you realize how little people know about switches in their fucking car.
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
I figured it would be one switch.
I'm here in America. Like, I didn't see a lot of because our streets are so terrible.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
like there would be no low riders in Pittsburgh.
Too many hills. Too many hills.
I think it was really a strong West Coast thing going on. But like that's when Dr. Dre says 16 switches.
Oh, okay.
I got sounds for the bitches.
Huh. That
Anyway.
was Rick Ross. Rick Ross said that.
You can't do three-wheel. You just walk around. You just can have the ass up in the air and just rolling. He had a little Isuzu. Just
I want to. Is that expensive? It has to be the hydraulics
Yeah,
in
yeah.
cars. Because fucking Exhibit used to do it to everybody. Yo, I'm about to pimp your ride. Yo, they said you work at a movie theater, so I gave you popcorn in your trunk. I made you pop popcorn. And here's a table you could do your homework on.
I feel like your Exhibit impersonation's got like a little bit of Exhibit and like Schwarzenegger more together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a perfectionist, bro. What do you want from me? You know, I just dialed in and studied Exhibit there for a little while, and now I'm all in. Hey, you got anything else, man? Anything good?
You said you had a second story.
You said you had something good. We've been waiting this whole time.
I got another little good praise.
We have been, haven't we? We've been waiting for something good this whole
Yeah, yeah.
conversation.
Let's go. Pack this up.
Hey, let's go. We need some laughs.
I feel like I'm 3 for 3, but
Sounded like my completion percentage on Thanksgiving, cousin. All right, let's roll.
so we're playing in London 3 years ago, and
Where'd you stay at? Did you stay at that golf course like an hour out?
The Grove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed there once, and then I stayed at the Penny Hill Suites.
I
Penny
hated
Hill
it.
sick.
I hated the Grove.
Saying
The Grove
pantyhose?
stunk.
I didn't like England, but I liked the people of England, which I thought I'd hate. You know, grudge. I'm a grudge holder. 1776.
Yeah,
I'm a grudge holder. I'm Irish. I'm German. I hold grudges. I won't forget. And I thought I'd hate them, but boy, they were fucking awesome people. Everybody had a personality. Everybody was happy, having a good time. I'm like,
I
holy
was happy to get over there. I'm not running to get over there again, but I was happy to experience it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm not like, it's not a destination city right now for me after going, but I'm happy I was forced to go.
Yeah. So we're playing against Atlanta. We go 21-0, down 21-0, like, you know, like, and which was not a surprise after seeing, you know, how some humans were walking on our team Saturday morning. So
Got lit in London.
and we make this incredible comeback, and we get the ball back with like a minute at like the 5-yard line. And right before we get the ball, Prater comes up to us, and Prater's got this incredibly dry sense of humor, right? Just big old beer belly and whatever. So he comes up to Matthew and I and goes, "Hey, so either make this a 20-yard kick or a 65-yard kick." And Matthew was like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "Either give me a 20-yard field goal or a 65-yard field goal." And we were like, "What do you mean?" So he ends up kicking this 50-yard game winner, right? Very next week, same type of situation. We're playing the Dolphins. Prater comes up to Matthew. "Hey, either get me a 20-yard field goal or a 65-yard field goal." And did that 7 times.
Bang, 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 bang.
But dead serious. Like first time, like you've never heard this before type stuff. He'd come up to you and lock you in. Prater's never serious. And he would lock Matthew in his eye and be like, "This is what I want." Yeah.
Hey, Matthew, I will call you Matt if you do not get me a 20-yard field goal or a 65-yard field goal.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want any of these 30 or 35-yarders. He's like, I want to kick it like an extra point or hit it as hard as I can.
I think Prater might have just bumped up to my favorite kicker on the earth right there.
Oh, man. Dude, he's a legend.
Yes.
He's a legend. The stuff that I've seen that guy do.
With
everything.
Go on. He likes to party, I've heard. The first time I talked to him, he was like, "Are you hungover right now?" This is before a game. And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Oh." He judged me and walked away. I was like, "What the fuck does that mean? Did I just disappoint him?"
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, I feel like I disappointed. He like gave me a look and just like walked away. I'm like,
yeah, that story doesn't surprise me.
It was amazing.
He likes to. I mean, he's got one trip around, and he's going to get his best swing in.
It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. I started dying laughing when he just walked away. And Vinatieri had I had to tell Vinny what just happened. I said, I think it's my favorite thing I've ever experienced. Aside from Janikowski telling me to take cruises so I could duck the substance abuse drug tests whenever I'm in the substance abuse program. Yeah, Janikowski was like, "Go cruise. They can't catch you." Like, that's hilarious.
Rick's the guy that, like, you know, how we have meetings from 7 to 11, you know, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Prater's the guy that when you get a 5-minute break and run through the locker room to go to the bathroom or grab a drink or something, Prater's sitting there in his underwear at, like, a table in the locker room, naked, but his underwear on, like, playing Candy Crush on his phone, but also Boo-Ray with the other two guys. And if it's a young kid walking to the locker room, Prater will be like, "Hey, Marciano," who's the special teams coach, he'll be like, "Marciano needs to talk to you about something. He needs to see you in his office right now." And so the kids would freak out.
Prater's a fucking legend. And him screaming "fuck you" after making that kick against Chicago is amazing. Now, I don't know if he directly said that, but it sure looked like he looked at their bench and screamed "fuck you" after draining a 52-yarder in windy, cold-ass Chicago.
Wouldn't you, though?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'd wave. Hey, I'd give him a good wave. I like the old passive-aggressive. "Hey, guys, how's it going? How does that feel right now? Pretty good? All right, I'm going to go over here, and we're going to get the fuck out of here." That's my... I don't scream "fuck you" at people. Although I respect it.
And it feels good as shit, too.
Although I respect it. Like, everybody's coming after Baker Mayfield for what he did. The camera shouldn't have been on him. If that's a bad example for kids, maybe ESPN should think of that and not put it on TV. How about that? How about we just go back to a competitor being competitive in a competitive arena? And if you don't like it, don't watch. And if it's bad for kids, don't put it on TV, Mr. Disney, ESPN. Don't put it on TV.
Mr. Disney.
Yeah, don't put it on, okay? That's what I'm thinking. Now, granted, I don't know how other quarterbacks feel about it. Do you guys hate that?
No, man. We love it because it's endearing to us. It makes us feel like he thinks he's one of us then.
So, like the flag thing at the end of the game in Ohio State on AstroTurf, bro?
Are you kidding me? I absolutely loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too. I very much enjoyed it, but I thought like other quarterbacks would be like.
I was kind of bummed that he apologized about it.
I hate that he apologized. I'm sick of it. Don't apologize. ESPN should apologize.
That's his coach making him apologize.
You see, he's not starting this week either.
Oh my fucking God.
They said he's still going to play, but he's not going to start, and he's not going to be a captain.
Not going to be a captain for an arbitrary coin
I'm
toss.
disgusted.
I want to see how long he actually doesn't play, though.
First series, we had a guy fail a drug test and he got suspended for, I think, like 4 plays.
Second down, you're in.
Listen, you are not starting this game, but second down, you're in.
Hey, those dudes from Oklahoma, I would go die for Mayfield.
Fuck
those
yeah, they
guys
would.
like offensive lineman because he's a dog.
Dude, that's what makes sports though. Like his character is a character. Like that's a sports character that you have to enjoy. There's like the modest religious guy. There's like the quiet guy. There's the humble guy. There's the smart guy. There's the nerd.
And they all factor in somewhere. And he's like, what is he? 5'10"? I mean, he's had to have that edge because he's the starter in Oklahoma. He's going to win the Heisman and he's 5'10".
No, he's getting suspended. He's probably not going to win the Heisman because somebody was like taking a picture of what the Heisman definition is. It's like playing the game with the utmost integrity and blah, 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 blah. So he's probably not going to get it, especially after Johnny Manziel put the blunt on his Heisman.
Blame it on dunk football.
Just a fucking blunt on the Heisman a week after the award show. What? Just going to the bars with your Heisman? What a fucking move. What a move. Hey, me and Heisman with like 2 shots of the most expensive stuff and 2 Bud Lights, please. Yeah, me and Mr. Heisman here. Just putting him on the bar with you? Unbelievable.
It's a bold move.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Later.
D. Orlovsky 7.
D. Orlovsky 7. Twitter.
Dorlovsky 7.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
Hey, you're good on there. I enjoy what you do on there.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
No problem. Let's make sure we paint those walls maybe. Look a little bit like a Bin Laden situation over there.
You know a guy that can come over with a brush or?
Craigslist.
There's wanted ads all over the place.
Yep.
I'll look into it. Angie's List.
There you go.
That business is from Indianapolis, and I'll tell you what. I'm not sure if it's thriving or surviving, but they have a big-ass building down here that they just lost.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Edit that.
I don't know if they'll ever be a sponsor. I don't know if Angie's getting on board. I don't know. All right. Well, see you later, Dan.
Later. Appreciate it.
See you, bud.
Thank you. I love Dorlovsky 7. I love him. He's so funny. He opens up. He tells stories. How about Matthew? Matthew Stafford. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel
I've always
about
heard he's such a bro, but then you hear the Matthew thing, and it's like, is he? Is he?
it. Yeah.
He's the man.
Hey, he gave us a lock in there.
He did. He said Matthew is going to ball out on Thursday night. That's wild to me that it's like legit Matthew.
I think, pretty much everyone that I'm a big Lions fan, as you guys know. The people listening might not be, but everyone does call him Matthew. I don't think I've ever seen Matt or any other form of it on Twitter.
Maybe that's on us. Maybe we're just a bunch of fucking children.
No, I guarantee on my good eye that in every single fantasy football draft outside of the state of Michigan, motherfucker said, I'll take Matt Stafford.
Guaranteed. 100% guaranteed.
He's good at football, Matthew. Matthew is a damn good football player.
He can spin it.
Boy, he can.
Oh, look at you fucking pulling out.
He can spin it.
He can spin the rock,
You
toss
ever,
the pill a little bit.
you ever hear? Hold on, didn't John Gruden call in earlier to talk about Matt Stafford a little bit?
Yeah, I think we could probably find his
Yeah,
audio.
go ahead and dig that up. Hey, nice, Evan. Nice, good work there.
How's it going, man?
Hey, Mr. Gruden.
Who is this? Hold on, who was that?
My voice is a little raspy, man. That's Coach Gruden, though.
Why is it so raspy? You recruiting for Tennessee or?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one, man.
Hey, would you want to go back to college? I heard college is a good time. You promote Hooters and Corona. I'd assume you'd enjoy a college atmosphere.
Well, Butch Jones may have just burned down Knoxville. I don't want to, go in there and have to build that fucking place back up. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm still holding out for either a Raiders or a Bucks job.
You would like to get back to the Bucks?
Yeah, or the Raiders. I wouldn't be surprised if they shit-canned Jack Del Rio before too long.
Who's the first player that you used to coach that you're signing immediately upon becoming a head coach again?
Well, I think Allstott's got CTE, so I'm going to have to stay away from him. But if I'd put a call into Brad Johnson, see if that cannon's still oiled up.
Speaking of cannons, how you feel about Matt Stafford?
I think what the guy you just got back there said, he can really spin that rock, man. He can toss that pill around the field like few guys I've ever seen, man.
Would you compare him to Brett Favre, maybe?
Yeah, they got a little bit of that backyard mentality, that schoolyard bullshit type of thing. I really like how he plays, man.
How about Brad Johnson? Does he play similar, or how would you dissect how he plays football?
Matt Stafford can't hold Brad Johnson's job. Plain and simple.
Well, thanks, Gruden. I appreciate that.
Hey, you guys have a good Thanksgiving, man. Enjoy that turducken.
Hey, what are you? Hey, Gruden, Coach Gruden? One last thing. What are you thankful for?
Let's probably just Spider 2 Y Banana, my favorite play. Outside of that, just football, man. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Spider 2Y banana.
Hey, Coach, I don't know if you get into this much, but holiday cash, you need it, and I know where to get it. MyBookie is the place to score serious cash on your sports predictions, Coach.
Sounds good.
Believe it or not, the holidays are just around the corner, and while that means plenty of parties, gifts, and spending, it also means there's lots of football, basketball, and hockey games you can score big on every single day. Man up and play like the pros on game day. You can play the money line, side, or total. MyBookie is your hookup for all your betting needs and offers super fast payouts when you win. Where you bet is just as important as who you're betting on, Coach Gruden.
Sounds good, man.
Whenever you're betting on Brad Johnson, which is what you do as a head coach, you know?
Yeah, I bet the farm every time.
Yeah. Don't you think where you bet is just as important as who you're betting on?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, because if you want to make money betting the games, you got to go to mybookie.ag. They're the only site I'd recommend. I trust them, but you don't have to take my word for it. Check them out yourself. They have odds on every matchup and a mobile site that makes wagering on your smartphone a get in the cellar. They have odds on every matchup and a mobile site that makes wagering on your smartphone a breeze. Join now and MyBookie will match your deposit with up to a 50% bonus. Use promo code McAfee to activate the offer. Visit mybookie.ag today and use promo code McAfee to activate the offer. You play, you win, you get paid. 4 ad reads today. Only doing 2 shows this week. Sorry they got stuck in there. I very much enjoy our ad reads, though. The companies that sponsor and pay for us to do this thing, I very much owe. And they send us samples of all this shit, and I love it. That State and Liberty shirt is immaculate. These Omaha steaks, this meat in my mouth is just absolutely legendary. SeatGeek's getting me into a magic show where I'm going to be high as fuck, and the promo code's incredible. And this goddamn MyBookie's got me winning so many monies.
All the monies.
All the monies.
With my lock it ups.
You better lock it up. You better lock it up.
That's right.
You lock it up.
I do. I did.
Lock it up.
I did. Listen, every bet I've made has not been a winner. And I've told you that some things are kind of lucks. And at the end of games, Deshaun Kaiser gets fucking strip sacked at the 4 fucking yard line with 1:22 left. And somehow, Jacksonville scores a fucking touchdown. And nobody gives a fuck time. And all of a sudden the game's over. And you had fucking Cleveland covering. And it just didn't happen. Just a late punch in the dick. But I did say, anytime the New England Patriots are given an over-underline on how many points they're going to score, take the over. Tom Brady's going to figure out that defense. Josh McDaniels is going to have a great time. And Bill Belichick is going to have absolutely no reaction. I think that's a super-duper lock of all time. I very much enjoy watching the NFL season this year. It's so much fun. Mm-hmm. I love it. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I can't wait for you guys to listen to our Thanksgiving celebration. From myself, at Tactical Diggs, at Sean Latham, at Evan Foxy, at Ty Schmidt, like Ty, Coach John Gruden, who joined us, Dan Orlovsky, and Nick Thune. I thank you so much for spending your Tuesday with us. I hope you have a great night. Cheers.